Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 18th Big Buck Hunter World Championship live from BuckFest in Nashville, Tennessee. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise! My name is John Keflukas, also known as Fallout, joined alongside the one, the only, Colin the Crow Clark. I'm excited to be here, man. How you feeling?
I couldn't be any more excited. It's a yearly endeavor. It's forever in my heart because I love to get to stand here next to you and, of course, be in front of some of the greatest people on God's green earth here this weekend at BuckFest and Big Buck Hunter World Championship number 18.
You nailed it. The best people on God's green earth. This community, the Big Buck Hunter community, it's unbelievable. You come here, you feel like you're part of a family. So many amazing people from all around the country, all around the world. We have an Aussie competing this year. We have Canada representing, and of course North America looking to hold the throne this year.
Looking to try to hold on to it, but look, there are going to be some people from the Great White North that want to have a big say in whether or not that trophy goes back across the border. We'll get into that a little bit later, but like you said, it is a family here. And now that you're in the South, you're in my region of the country, SEC country. Everybody welcome, and we got nothing but Southern hospitality for you, baby.
All right, we ain't in Chicago anymore. That's clear. After 3 years in Chicago, that's right, we headed to Nashville, Tennessee, and I think y'all are enjoying it so far. You guys having fun in Nashville? Clearly, the answer is yes. It is a party all weekend long. It is BuckFest. You have all-you-can-play arcades. You have the competition of $125,000. We got live music. I mean, it is Nashville. It's a party this weekend.
Without a doubt, Nashville loves to bring the charm, and everybody seems to be swept off their feet by the entrancing glow of Broadway's bright lights, my man. They are going to have to get under some different bright lights here soon and start to showcase what they came here to play for, what they came here to win for.
Yeah, and what is that? Let's talk about it. $125,000 prize pool, $25,000 for the first place winner, but we always talk about it, that unicorn, right? Can there be a lady who wins the $5,000 first place prize of the ladies bracket, a ladies tournament, plus the first place prize of the overall tournament? Of course, the rookie, lady, and champion unicorn. We'll see if we get it this weekend. We got a lot of rookies.
Yeah, we got a ton of rookies. Look, a lot of them came from the Great White North as well. I told you, there's going to be some contestation going on over that throne. There's a lot of people from the great country of Canada come to visit us in our lowly area of Nashville, and they are looking to make some noise all day, all night, and into Sunday because they're going to be partying if somebody can go home with that trophy.
I'm ready to sing "O Canada," national anthem. I'm ready. I lived in Vancouver for 8 months, so I think I'm ready. I think I'm prepared. Look, obviously the tournament, there's going to be a lot to talk about there. I can't wait to break down the players, but this is also a big milestone. We're celebrating 25 years of Big Buck Hunter. Can you believe it?
A quarter century, my man. You are staring down one of the greatest communities started 25 years ago that's only grown and only gotten better year in and year out, 365 days. This family only gets bigger and better.
Yeah, it's amazing. Bars, over 1,000 operators at bars all around the world where people can qualify. And you, watching from home, you can qualify to be here next year. Even for qualifying, 128 players, you walk home with something, $125. In addition, of course, to the first place, $25,000 prize. I can't wait to get into the action, but perhaps you're watching for the first time, or perhaps you were living under a rock and you missed the competition last year. We got some highlights ready for you. Let's go ahead and roll the tape for highlights from 2024. Welcome to the Big Buck Hunter World Championship.
There's 128 fabulous hunters here, and the more you compete, the better you get.
You know, just get the scores in. There's nothing like seeing your name going up on the world rankings.
And we've got 43 rookies this year, and that's 43 more people in the family.
We didn't realize that there was an actual world championship, so it was exciting to come here and compete, having those fans cheering you on. It's unbelievable.
That's what happened.
The Amateur Open, first ever, I'm told.
We made friends through the competition, even though we were playing against each other. Like, it's just the greatest game ever played.
Go up there, have fun, see what you can do.
There's nothing like being on the world stage. You're so full of excitement. It's freaking nuts.
no pun intended, deer in the headlights.
I was shocked by the lights, the cameras, they have an announcer. It's just real fun, and everyone out there is cheering.
It was the loudest I've heard the crowd in the 17 years that we've been doing it.
It's really fun to watch.
What kind of Pope would I be if I didn't have a little holy water?
To my knowledge, I'm the first, second generation esports player playing the same game that their parents played.
Adam Holm has a chance to go back-to-back for the first time since Trevor Gartner way back in 2015 in Texas. On the flip side, Jamie Rundle, he's never taken a first-place finish. He wants that first-place spot. One more trek. One more opportunity for Adam to bring it back. Adam takes the lead! 2 sights to go in a bonus round!
Final sight, Adam Holm now 1-1 knotted up with Jamie Rundle. Adam Holm needs to get another one, but Jamie Rundle goes 2-1, 3-2. Jamie Rundle looking for the last one. It's over. Jamie Rundle is your 2024 Big Buck Hunter World Champion.
My name is Jamie Rundle. I'm from Minnesota, St. Cloud. I'm your 2024 Big Buck Hunter World Champion.
This is the first year we've ever been able to announce where we're going to be the next year. We're going to take the party to Nashville, Tennessee. I love you, Dave.
No shit. Here we are, 1 year later in Nashville, Tennessee. And guess what? I got a little surprise for you guys. At the end of the show on Saturday night, we will be announcing where we're going next year. So make sure to tune in for that announcement. I ain't giving it away yet, but we got some good news and some good things coming. Now, Colin, obviously a lot to talk about here. I want to start talking about some of the storylines of these players and breaking down the bracket. We have a top 10 graphics package here. Let's take a look at that and tell me who you're looking out for.
Hey, look, I can already tell you right now, coming into this thing, I am looking at my diaper dandy. He's not a freshman. He's not a rookie anymore. He will forever be my diaper dandy. That's Jordan Klassen, but you can see Chris Exberger still getting that top seed, that top spot. He's going to have the pick of the litter from his side of the bracket, but I would be remiss if I didn't talk about how great Mr. Klassen has been all off season long. If you want to talk about getting into a game mode, getting a game face on, that man might be the nicest sharpshooter I've ever seen in my life. And I come from a place where sharpshooting, you're born with it.
It is right. Chris Exberger, every single year, the #1 seed, hasn't hoisted a trophy in quite some time. I'm excited to see what Chris Exberger can do in this competition. Right after Chris, #2 seed for the second year in a row, it's going to be Federico Reed, one of the fan favorites. You hear the crowd react to Fed. He is unbelievable. Last year, competed with an injury. His arm was in a sling. He's going to be at full force this weekend, coming from Massachusetts. I'm excited to see what he can do. And, of course, #3, you talked about Jordan Klassen.
Yeah, I talked a lot about him already. I'm going to continue to sing his praises. You take a look at that player picture. He looks like he's on cloud 9 because my man lives at a place that nobody can hardly reach. That man shoots better than most, and he's got the gamesmanship to back it up. He's willing to shake your hand after each and every match, but don't get it twisted. Once that shotgun gets ready, my man is ready to put everybody in the dirt this year. That is one guy I'm going to keep my eye on from RIP.
Yeah, the next #4 seed is going to be Adam Holm, coming from Canada. He has been playing so incredibly well the last few years. Of course, a champion when Canada went back-to-back in 2022 and 23 after Drew Baldock. Adam maintained, but last year, second place, a disappointing second place finish in his eyes. He thought he should have won it. It was one of the best championships we've seen. So, you know, Adam's going to bounce back this weekend. I'm excited to see what he can do. And guess who's right behind him? It's the guy he played in the championship last year. It's Jamie Rundle with the 5th seed.
Man hoisting a trophy for the first time. You could see the emotion on his face from RIP. He was absolutely in it to win it. You could see that he was having to hold it back, hold it in the entirety of that grand finals. But once the weight of the world came off of his shoulders and it was just Pappy's jug being hoisted up, you could tell it was a different man on the other side of that finish line. And this year, after getting to talk to him a couple of times, I have to take my headphones out because he knows I'm the president of the Antisocial Social Club. He has given me the confidence to look at him as one of the top dogs once again.
Yeah, speaking of top dogs, we got another former champ in #6 seed. It's Drew Baldock, the first Canadian to win it. I'm excited to see what he can do. We all know he's a top competitor, and he has what it takes to hoist the trophy. Again, he represented Canada for the first time, and ever since then, Canada's been absolutely dominating. 2021 champion, number 6 seed, has played every single year since 2016, and he's a big part of why that community has been growing alongside Lauren Hope and so many more up in Regina, Saskatchewan in Canada.
Without a doubt, and he's one of the most technical players as well. There's not a thing about this game that you can't ask him and he won't be able to come up with an answer for. The man might as well be called the encyclopedia of Big Buck.
That's right. Number 7. Let's take a look at Patrick Heelan. Played in the 2025 Buckers Without Borders competition, won the 2023 Buckers Without Borders regional competition, and donated all of his winnings back to charity. And he's also engaged a fellow buck hunter, Kayla Geary, proposed in front of the big buck hunter community. Congratulations to them. Excited to see what Patrick Heelan can do this weekend. Let's talk about the number 8 seed.
Number 8 seed, Jason Brulette, a man with a plan. He's coming from that same area. There's a lot in the water in that area, and what he's coming today and coming this weekend with is an absolute mission, okay? He is one of those guys that you got to look at. You look at the names around him, you're going to talk a lot about that Chris Exberg, about a Federico Reed. Jason is looking to get some of that shine right now. He's going to be like the chrome front bumper on a Dodge Ram truck. He's going to be the first thing you see, and he might damn well be the last thing you see this weekend.
Yeah, excited to see what Jason can do representing Minnesota. And of course, not too far from Minnesota and their neighbors, Wisconsin. Trevor Gartner, part of the Scotty Snipers, coming from Wisconsin. Look, I've been known to call him the GOAT many times on this broadcast because he's a multi-champion. 2013, 2015, 2016, 2018 champion, got 3rd place in 2022, but he's been relatively quiet the last few years. You can't keep calling him the GOAT if he's not still winning.
Hey, look, you might not be able to call him the GOAT if he doesn't keep winning, but if there's a Mount Rushmore, if there's a Hall of Fame, that man's name is at the top of every ballot and being etched into every piece of stone. There is not a person in this place that can make claim and lay claim to what he has. And that man is looking to go back onto that throne once more. Speaking of him earlier, I said, hey, look, who's coming in from the Scotty Snipers with the hottest hand? And it was, of course, the usual suspects, himself and the Pope. They know that both of them have come to play. And you know, you can see it in Trevor's eyes. There is a different mystique there. He's not the god that he used to be, but now he's a man looking to slay that god.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what he and the rest of the Scotty Snipers can do. Notable mention, we also got RJ, Andre Rivas, Alex Durho, a few other former champs competing this weekend. But let's round out number 10. This is what I'm excited to talk about. Australia is back in the Big Buck Hunter World Championship. Matt Richards making his trek all the way to Nashville from Australia. He has competed in 2019 and he has returned. He's looking, of course, to make Will Bromley proud, the first international champion who won coming from Australia in 2021. So again, that rounds out the top 10. We have some notable mentions, obviously, with a lot of great players that are playing. Garrett Pilley's been kind of an up-and-comer. I'm excited he can see what he can do from Seattle. But nonetheless, it's going to be a great weekend of competition. We got 128 players in the main competition. We have our amateur competition, which you can still sign up for. And guess what? We got someone who's kind of an amateur. You may have seen him on TV once or twice. Omar Jimenez is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and pass it over to Omar.
What's up to you, everyone? Everyone can hear me. What's going on, everyone? Everyone feeling good? Yeah, we are back, ready to roll. And look, we talked about this family environment. Well, this is where we mess up that family environment. A little competition getting ready to go here as you look across this bracket. Everybody is trying to stay in the green, but even if you get down here in the red and you take an L tonight, you got a chance to come back, but this is what's on the line. We got a lot of money, but we're doing something different this year. We're in Nashville, right? I can't hear you guys. We're in Nashville, right? Yeah. And so one of the things we're doing differently this year, we're trying to keep it interactive. So depending on how you're feeling, you get a few drinks in you. You might come on over to this corner. I saw someone getting a tattoo live here earlier. It's empty, so it's available. So I want to see who starts. This is not medical advice. You know, you're not bound to this, but I want to see who looks a little different at the end of the weekend as opposed to coming in. John Collin, that includes you guys, all right? This competition spreads far and wide, and I'm excited to get it going, excited to be back. 25 years of Big Buck Hunter and another year of competition and World Championship. Let's see what happens.
But I get tatted up, Colin. I'll join you. Excited to have Omar Jimenez joining us. Again, 18th Big Buck Hunter World Championship. 25 years indeed, a quarter of a century. It's hard to believe. And look, there's some folks who have been a core part of this community since the very, very beginning, and you guys all know them and love them. It wouldn't be a Big Buck Hunter World Championship if we didn't give ourselves quite the introduction. And without further ado, let's get this show started. Make some noise, everybody. It's time for the show open.
We made friends through the competition, even though we were playing against each other. Like, it's just the greatest game ever played.
We didn't realize that there was an actual world championship, so it was exciting to come here and compete, having those fans cheering you on. It's unbelievable.
Final sight, Adam Holm now, 1-1, not enough with Jamie Rundle. Adam Holm needs to get another one, but Jamie Rundle goes 2-1, 3-2. Jamie Rundle looking for the last one. It's over. Jamie Rundle is your 2024 Big Buck Hunter World Champion. What do you say? Dave Snipes! Dave Snipes! Dave Snipes! I'm over here, folks! Let's hear ya! Dave Snipes! Dave Snipes! Dave Snipes! Dave Snipes! Yeah, you got it. You're a good crowd. All right. Here's the deal, y'all. Yeah, don't be afraid. Come on up. Come on up. Since we're in Nashville this year, I figured I might do my little intro a little bit different and play y'all a little song. What do you say to that? All right. So, in honor of that, I made these special guitar picks I'd like to hand out to y'all. So you want to come on up and get one? Come on up. Oh, yeah. Get yourself one. Get yourself one. Get yourself one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go. There you go. Yeah, enjoy. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Yes, yes, yes. Y'all did really well. You deserve these. You deserve these. Oh, yeah, here you go, here you go, here you go. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Sorry. You got it? Yeah, you play. You can use that, exactly. All right, now don't go far, don't leave me. All right, how about my axe, please? Thank you, Chris. How y'all feeling? Pretty good? What do we think about BuckFest so far? This is the first one. There you go. It's like Big Buck World Championship and some. All right, let's do this. This is as country as I get.
Welcome to the Big Buck World Championship. We're thrilled to share this 18th year with you. Got 125,000 bucks to give. No matter if you win or if you lose. 7th Street Slayers and friends from Australia are all right here in this room. Canadians are here to win, plus Andy Lynn brought his Big Buck photo booth. Welcome to the biggest party of the year, where the games are free to play and the keystones flowing. Let's raise a glass and toast to old Big Buck, 'cause today he's 25 years old. Hunter heroes drinking lots of beers, oh yeah, you know just how that goes. But too much fun leads to something dumb, just like shooting all them does. Just ask Sean Stafford, everybody. He does it every year. I expect about the same. All right, this is where I need your help. Little sing-along, right? We can't be in Nashville without a little sing-along. It's easy. 4 words. Big Buck World Championship. Easy. I'll show you how it goes, and then we'll do a little practice, okay? It goes like this. Big Buck World Championship. Think you can handle that? Yeah? All right, let me hear it. Big Buck World Championship. Damn, that's pretty good. I thought we'd have to go through this a bunch of times and teach y'all. You got that big buck hunter brain. Smart, y'all smart. All right, we're gonna go one more time, and then we're gonna start this, and then I'm gonna finish it, all right? Ready? Help me out. Big Buck World Championship. 128 players to fight for it again. Big Buck World Championship. These lights are bright, so don't blow it. Big Buck World Championship. Pappy's jug and you are the perfect fit. Last time, Big Buck World Championship. If you don't win, at least you'll be drunk as well, you know. Oh, yeah. You've been to hell and back to get here, qualifying all throughout the year. Now there's a few last things left standing in your way. So how about I shut up so you can play? All right, thank y'all very much. Appreciate ya. All right, somebody pick this axe up for me real quick. All right, we got a little bit more for you. Hey, can somebody grab this guitar? Come on, come on, come on. All right, so here's what we'd like to do next. One of my good friends and now my current employer, I'd like to bring him out on stage. Please welcome George Petro, everybody. What a good old boy. Welcome, welcome.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing, Dave. How about that? Give Dave a big hand.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, I just want to welcome you guys all to the 18th Big Buck World Championship.
Woo-hoo!
And I'm just like, I'm blown away by BuckFest. I had nothing to do with this, literally. Dave came back on board.
You did pay for it, though.
I did pay for it. I'm still paying for it, and we'll be paying for it after this. Woo! All right. This BuckFest thing is crazy, though. I mean, I didn't expect that. Dave did not audition that song at work before he brought it out, so he could have said anything, and we would have been good with it. No problem. Whatever. I thought it was great, though. Just so many things going on here tonight. I mean, I just love this place. What do you guys think of this whole place?
This is by far the biggest venue we've had so far for a World Championship.
It is easily the biggest venue.
It looks pretty full out there.
I know.
It's only not even game time yet.
It's not even game time. Yeah, so great. I want you guys just to have a great time. Dave, what else we got here? What's going on with BuckFest?
Just to comment on what BuckFest is, it's the World Championship a little bit more. We had live music. Let's give it up for Christine Cabas and the Scallywags. Appreciate all that good music. We'll have more throughout the weekend. We got food trucks today. We got Hattie B's here. Let's hear it for Hattie B's.
Yeah.
Tomorrow there's going to be some new food trucks outside. We've got the Big Buck Outpost over here to my left. If you haven't seen that yet, we've got local Nashville vendors selling all kinds of good stuff. We're giving away tattoos, not giving them away, but you can get one. And that's it, right? And we're bringing Nashville to you. You can stay here and enjoy Nashville and Buck Hunter all at the same time.
That's right. That's right. So this is our 18th World Championship. A lot of you guys, well, one of you guys has been with us since the beginning, for sure. But a lot of you guys have been here, I mean, a lot of years, right? We made it through COVID.
Nate, yell it out. How many years have you guys been here? 5?
15.
What is that? That's 2 fingers in the air?
7.
What, 10, 9, 10, something?
I know. So amazing.
10? You've been here 10? 9? Jesus.
I know,
That's
right?
crazy.
I know, 15.
15 right here. Where's Andy Lynn?
He's meditating.
18.
Oh, there he is.
18 over there.
18 right there.
17, you know.
No, honestly, I didn't think we'd make it through COVID. I thought we were done. But we brought it back. It's getting bigger than ever. I mean, it's so amazing. I know Dave covered pretty much everything in his song, so I don't really have much to say. Except we are giving away $125,000 tonight.
Yeah! That's the real reason we're here.
That's kind of the real reason we're here. We like to get up here and talk and think you guys like us and stuff, but really we know why you're here. We pay you to be here, right?
We like paying for friends.
But we got a few other things going on, right?
Yeah, so we got the silent auction, if you haven't seen it yet, is over there. There's a QR code you can scan to bring you to the website to bid on. We've got, we brought back the neon sign like we had last year, a little bit different. We've got 25th anniversary silver dipped functional buck hunter guns, so you can put these on your game at home. And then we've got a hand painted Big Buck Hunter guitar. This thing is one of a kind. Painted by a local Nashville artist. His name's Moby. And the thing looks amazing. You will literally never see anything like it again. So go ahead all throughout the weekend and bid on those things. Silent auction. It closes at 6 p.m. tomorrow. All right?
Yeah, and then one thing I wanted to say with the 18th anniversary for Buck Hunter, we have 44 new players this year. So
44 rookies.
How is that, right? 44 new players. So
where
you guys
you at?
that have been here for a long
Where
time.
you at, rookies? Where you
Where
at?
are the rookies at?
There you are.
Yeah.
Welcome to the best community you'll ever know.
That's right. And we got the Amateur Open. We got a full bracket already, 32 people tomorrow.
Yep, so the Amateur Open's going on tomorrow. If you haven't put your name down, you could do that. If it isn't full, you can get in. If it is full, you can be an alternate. But make sure you do that. That kicks off tomorrow afternoon. We're giving away a arcade one-up Big Buck Hunter version and then some cash to the game.
Yeah, that's right. And then along with Big Buck Hunter, you know, we make a few other games. You got the arcade in the back, Pappy's Arcade. We are busy, we do a lot of work, and then we also make this event happen. So, and this event doesn't happen alone. A lot of work goes on at Play Mechanics, but we also get help from our sponsors. Keystone Light this year, so give them a big hand.
Yeah! Tyler's here somewhere. Tyler went to the player party last night, was buying drinks. He's kind enough to do that. And a couple announcements about Keystone Lights. So we do have a tournament running on all the games out there on the floor on the Buck Hunters. There's a tournament for Keystone Light tonight, though you can win some Keystone Light prizes, and a separate tournament tomorrow. So you can win 2 times, play twice, put a score in today, put a score in tomorrow. We'll call the winners at the end of the night. And then there also is plenty of Keystone Lights to be drank here tonight. And if you find the orange can, you got a chance to win extra prizes. So hunt for the orange can, get a QR code, scan the QR code. You can win one of grand prizes, which is a hunting trip for 4. So not too shabby. Fun. So the hunt is on.
Not too shabby.
Yeah. And then one final announcement with Keystone. We are partnering with them throughout the year. So starting on November 1st, there is going to be a online tournament on all the online games out there in the bars. And for all of the month of November, we're giving away 25 prizes and a $1,000 grand prize. You get every time you play, you get entered in to win that. So you don't even have to be Chris Exberger. You can be anybody else.
I love that. And then I also want to give a shout out to our good partners at Betson. They are the ones that truck all this stuff down here from Chicago for us. They set up all these games for us. They take care of us, and they take
those
care
guys
of you
are beasts.
So
let them hear it, please. We couldn't have done that without
Can't
them.
do it without those guys. So
and then all the people wearing the orange shirts, you can look around. There's a gaggle of them over there. These are all our Play Mechanics employees, and they take time out of their weekends to come here and do this, so we really appreciate them. Let's let it hear for the Play Mechanics staff, please. Go up and talk to them, too. A lot of them don't like when you talk to them, so it's kind of fun to watch. You know, you get all skirmish. Oh, why are you talking to me? Go talk to them, though. They make the games.
yeah, and the guys that are up here on stage to be game wardens, be nice to them because they are also the ones that make the game. So, you know, they do this because they love supporting you guys. So, couple last things. This is the 25th anniversary of Big Buck Hunter.
Wow.
I know. I don't look 25, do I?
Barely.
Barely. So we started this 25 years ago. The game we started on is right back there in the corner. Get a chance to play it. You can see how far we've come. We've done amazing things with Buck Hunter, but mainly we've done those amazing things because of all you guys. You guys support us. We appreciate it. We do this because you guys show up. And like I always say, if you continue to show up, we will continue to do this.
You do that.
So it is important that you guys support us. We had more play in qualifying than we've ever had in a qualifying season, so thank you for that. And
real quick, though, in addition to the 25th anniversary of Buck Hunter, there's another anniversary we want to celebrate. And that's the anniversary of this man's birth, right here. George's birthday was just the other day. He turned a significant number.
35.
35. I'll let him tell you in privacy if he wants, but I didn't know he'd count that high.
Oh, jeez.
But in honor of that, George, the 25th anniversary and your birthday, we did get a little gift for you. 25th anniversary
oh my
jacket.
Gosh. Oh, dude.
Embroidered.
Much appreciated.
That's from everybody here at Play Mechanics.
I did not expect that.
Yeah, we
and,
kept
hey,
it a surprise.
Jamie Rundle, you do not get this coat wherever you are. You do not get this coat. This is my coat. All right.
So congratulations on 25 years and turning 35.
Thank you so much. And since it was our 25th anniversary, we decided to do something a little different this year. You guys all participated in some voting. I don't know if you remember, but you voted on a new animal.
Who's it gonna be?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. So we don't even know what the results are, but we might have somebody brought in. Don't we have some like a big accounting firm that brings it in on a case? No, I think actually we have a video that might reveal the result. Can we look at that video?
Let's take a look. Who's it gonna be? Oh, Mom Goat's out to an early lead. Oh, he falls back. Who's gonna take it? Who's gonna take it? Who's gonna take it? Who do you guys got?
Who's it gonna be?
Who do you guys got? Oh my God, we're getting close to the end. Oh! It is currently in development, and you'll see it next year. Look at all those votes, George.
Dang. Welcome to Mountain Goat Adventure. All right. So we just figured out what the animal was because voting closed on September 3rd or whatever.
The 8th.
Yeah, 8th. So voting closed. We didn't have time to develop Mountain Goat because we didn't know what it was. But we did have time to make the bonus games. So you may or may not see,
or may definitely,
3 new bonus games as you play tonight. So just get ready for it. Don't be shook, and I hope you have fed that round.
Thank you, George.
All right, let's have a good tournament, everybody. Woo! Thank you, guys.
What a guy, what a guy. All right, next up, we've got the rules. You need to know what's going on and how to play this thing, right? We're going to do it a little bit differently this year. We have a special guest. Please give a warm welcome to one of my good friends, Pappy.
Oh, you scared me. I didn't see you there. Jumping jackalopes, look at all of you. Some of y'all look like you're not from around here. Allow me to introduce myself. Name's Pappy. It rhymes with handsome. I'm what you might call a local small business owner, yeah. Nature of my business? Well, mining. As in, how about mining your own beeswax? I'm just messing around. I sell cars. Yeah. As in, move on, cars I ain't telling you. Got you again. No, I sell illegal hooch. Anywho, what brings you to Nashville? Wait. Don't tell me. You're a bunch of them buck hunters looking to strike it rich, ain't ya? Well, word of caution, youngins. There's a terror in these hills you best educate yourselves on before you go traipsing up on any stages. Yes, sirree, legend has it there's some folk out here that ain't to be trifled with. Call themselves the game wardens, but they don't work for the state, nope. Well, someone gave them fancy t-shirts a while back and really, they went loco with power. Started calling themselves the authority on all things big buck. Get on any one of their bad sides, and they'll put an end to your hootenanny faster than you can say Gemsbach. Gemsbach. Yemsbach, that's probably right. I digress. Here's the deal. Old Pappy likes the cut of your jibs. It's a mighty fine jib you're working with there, friend. So I'm going to let you in on my 5 top secret tips to avoid the fuzz and better your chances of bringing home some big bucks. The spending kind. Tip number 1, wardens are a punctual bunch, so avoid rousing suspicion by being late when you're due on stage. If you hear or see your name being called, get your keister up here pronto on the double. The championship waits for no one. Number 2, wardens are all about manners. Well, that was a good lunch. Anyway, when it is your turn to get on stage, pay close attention. Be real neighborly-like. Pay close attention to which side of the game you're supposed to be on. The higher seed gets to choose the gun they prefer. The lower seed gets to choose the first hunting site. In either case, leave the button pressing to the warden. I hear they bite. Number 3, wardens got a thing about your feet. Not like that. Or so they claim. No, they're sticklers for proper hunting form. So much so, they wouldn't put these lines down in front of the game. Some business about fairness for short people, I wouldn't know. Anyway, cross that T-shape in either direction, and they'll be on you like a dangerous trophy. So mind your tootsies, twinkle toes. Number 4, wardens are scary, but sometimes the biggest monster is the one in the mirror. Yeah. Yeah, you didn't think old Pappy was a poet, did you? Yeah, I get it, though. I get it. You're out here hunting for large sums of scratch. Pressure's on. So a wild doe come bouncing out of the bushes to block your shot's gonna strike a nerve, no doubt, no doubt. But do the right thing. Take a deep breath, give your opponent some respectful space, and put the gun back after the match is over. You lose your cool up here, you'll get ejected like a spent shell. Last but not least, you gotta be a lot of things to turn up in a place like this. Driven, talented, little drunk. The point is, you put in the work and shot your way all the way to Big Buck World Championship 18 right here in Nashville, Tennessee. So number 5 is simple. You're good. And if you're not good and you lose a match tonight, it's double elimination, so you're still good. Lose a match tomorrow, and you're up at least $100 at a honky-tonkin' music city full of free games and attractive people. So you're still good. Hey, speaking of stills, I best skedaddle. I think I left the stove on. Wink. So, are you ready to hunt? Are you ready to win? Speak up, I'm extremely old. That's more like it. Now then, best of luck, mind the wardens, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. It's an increasingly short list. Don't even get me started on the Yeti. It's this whole thing, the story with the... No. Not my jugs!
Let's hear it for Pappy, everybody! Now y'all know the rules. You have no excuses. Don't be breaking them. All right, who's ready to hunt? Let's get this thing going! How about we get the game wardens up on stage? And let's begin World Championship 18, everybody!
It is time to rock, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to get this thing started. Let's get the show on the road. My name is Fallout, joined alongside the one, the only Colin the Crow Clark. We're your commentators for the weekend, and it's time to kick off the Big Buck Hunter World Championship.
Already kicking it off hot because we've got a couple of big matchups already starting here in round number 1. Over there on one of the sites, you've got a Cindy Wright versus a Jim Cleary. Two favorites in the crowd, two people that are absolutely beloved in this community going at each other early on, and there's a couple of big names also going at it, John.
Oh yeah, insane matchups. Match 2, John Duncan, Kaylee Pidwinski, a couple rookies, Cindy Wright, beloved name, Jim Cleary, you mentioned that one, Chris Lennon versus Stuart Dewart, Abby Rutko versus Sarah Erlinson, we gotta watch that one, that's match number 4, and last but not least, Justin Allen versus Robert Morgan. We're going to jump into game number 4, but if you want to watch any of those matchups, go to BigBuckHunter.com, and guess what? You can watch any of those 5 matches by using the toggle. We're, of course, live on the official Big Buck Hunter channel on Twitch. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Let's get the show on the road, baby. Abby Rutko versus Sarah Erlinson. That's a round 1 matchup.
I cannot believe that's a round 1 matchup. There's no way we don't have to peek in on that one. That one's getting ready to get started off. But I think if we jump into game 3 for just a minute, we'll at least get to see a sight of Cindy Wright versus Jim Cleary. And early on in game number 3, you can see that Cindy has started out hot. $3 already to her name. So she's off to a great start. All of these round 1 matchups getting ready to pop off. But we are already seeing some players start to dominate. But that's what you got to do in round 1, John.
Yeah, that's right. For those that are tuning in for the first time, welcome to the Big Buck Hunter World Championship. It's a great time here. It is 5 matches happening simultaneously on the main stage. And we're jumping into Abby Rutko versus Sarah Erlinson. Abby, coming from Canada, Saskatchewan, part of the big Sask Buck Hunters up there. Sarah Erlinson, longtime competitor, one of the most dominant female players in the game.
One of the most dominant players in the game, one of the most celebrated players in the game as well. You could see early on in this fight, very close, only about 100 points separating them. Abby Rutko took a shot late in that sight, ended up going out, but it didn't hurt her as she was still knotted up 2-2 as they move in to site number 2 for their trek. Looking to try to make a dominant showing in one of these rounds. It's going to be Abby Rutko with the first, matched up by Sarah Erlinson. Now Abby with 2. Sarah answering back with some critters. Abby with 3. Sarah answers back. 3-2 right now. Abby once again does out, giving Sarah one more buck to crawl back into it. That match is going to be oh so exciting as it comes down to the wire. Cindy Wright is dominating Jim Cleary there in game 3. Love what I'm seeing out of her early on in this matchup.
Yeah, meanwhile, next a couple other matchups. Robert Morgan, a rookie, coming from Saskatchewan as well. But back to this one, we got ourselves a really good start for Abby Rucko. She picks up 2 to start. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a Buckzilla round. You got to hit headshots. Oh, no, sorry, just regular buckshot. Sarah Linson with the dough. Going to get a 2-for-3 trade here. And just like that, look at this. We got ourselves a close matchup. 1,000 points difference between these two.
This next site has to go to Sarah Erlinson, with the bonus round being as dominating as they can be for one player or the other. Sarah has to win at least one site. It's got to be now or never, because you can't go into site 5 having to take a chance, having to win by $6 just to stay in it. Site 3 or 5, not sure where we're going to go. It looks like site 5 still have the dangerous trophy out on the board. And who will start off early in this one? It'll be Sarah taking the first. Sarah looking to get second, but no, she's going to get matched up. And John, this is very close, very neck and neck.
And Abby Rucko's going to get the third, so that's going to allow her to maintain her lead. She's going to slowly start to run away with this, but certainly not over. It comes down to this 5th and final site. These are the big buck matches you love to watch, the ones that come down to the wire, Colin.
Coming down all the way to the wire indeed. 5th site getting ready to pop off here between Abby Rucko and Sarah Erlinson. Sarah Erlinson will find herself in the reload round very quickly if she doesn't have a good final sight. That's going to be 1 for Sarah. Looking for 2, that's going to be knotted up. And Sarah Erlinson does out. If Abby Rucko just takes her time, this will be her matchup to lose. We can take a look around as we head into the bonus round in some of the others games, as well as game 3 and 5 finishing up their final sites. Abby Rucko with a commanding 6,000 point lead should be able to wrap this up with a bow.
That's right. And look, Sarah Erlinson, long-time top competitor in the big buck community. Has been doing this for a very long time. Multiple ladies champion winner. But she's going up against one of the up-and-coming female female talent in this scene. Abby's been playing the last few years, and she's been getting better and better every single year. So, bar anything insane here, Abby's going to get this one in the bag. Meanwhile, elsewhere on the screen, we do have a couple other matchups we'll try and keep you up to speed on. This is the bonus round here, but Abby's got this one in the bag.
Cindy Wright has dominated Jim Cleary in game 3. All she has to do is come away with the finalization of this bonus round. Meanwhile, John Duncan will take out Kaylee Podolsky. That'll be Chris Lennon taking out Stuart Durrett in game 3. Cindy Wright will take out Jim Cleary. But game 5, we're going to have to see what that final score is as Abby Rucko wraps things up against Sarah Erlinson and takes her into the reload.
Meanwhile, a couple of updates for y'all. John Duncan defeats Kaylee Podwinski by a score of 14,000 to 10,000. Congratulations to John Duncan for advancing. Jim Cleary loses to Cindy Wright, and Cindy is looking great right now, Colin.
Cindy absolutely on fire. She was warming up quite a bit earlier today and has done a fantastic job in her first round. Robert Morgan comes away with a 100-point lead, less than 100 points, 88 points over Justin Allen in his round 1 matchup.
Yeah, Chris Lennon, 43 years of age, enjoys himself some Fireball as his Hunting Fuel coming from Cold Spring, Minnesota, takes his win. His best World Cup finishes, or World Championship finishes 13th place. Congratulations to Chris for advancing. So that's going to be it for our first heat or wave of round 1. We're going to have more matchups just rocking and rolling on that main stage, Tom.
I'm taking a look around already. Matthew Garver getting ready to come to the main stage. Jason Brolette, one of our top 10 seeds, getting ready to take main stage. Also, John Herring getting ready to go up on stage. So a ton of big names getting ready to take their first shot at the action, first shot at their site. And we're going to get Bo Herring and Courtney Cashman early in their matchup, knotted up 1-1 here on site 1. But Bo Herring is going to get 3, looking for 4, gets it to go, 5 for Bo Herring in site 1.
Yeah, a couple of matches. Andrew Chapman versus Mandy Hand. Mandy, a rookie coming from St. Pete, Florida. I've been there. I got headbutted by Zinedine Zidane, the soccer player.
Is that the guy that headbutted somebody else in the chest?
That's Italy. I got headbutted by him in St. Pete, Florida. Swear to God, true story.
So are you good? Are you good?
Yeah, I got a scar that's going to last me a lifetime. But anyways, Mandy's from St. Pete, Florida. She's a Red Sox fan, rookie in today's competition. I'm excited to see what she can do for the very first time. But here we go. We're jumping on with, I believe this is game number 1. Yes, it is. We got
game 1 with Stuart Menzies
versus Dave Hanna.
And this is going to be a close one as they're knotted up 2-1 right now. 2-1, looking to make it 2-2, but a doe out from Dave Hanna is going to put him way back in the business of that matchup. Game 2 already being dominated by Bo Herrig, already up 7,000 points. Game 2 might be just elementary at this point, and Stuart Menzies jumps out to a 1,000-point lead.
Yeah, Stuart, a rookie coming from Quebec, and plays at Lowerton Brewery in Ottawa. We're jumping over to Game 4 here. We got to check with the action in Game number 4. Is this Jason Brulette we're seeing, Colin?
Jason Brulette is on your screen, one of our top 10 seeds on the left-hand shoulder. That is indeed going to be Jason Brulette getting ready to go into their next site. This is Game 4 that you're getting to watch right now. Cody starts off with 1. Jason looking to answer back. Nothing to go just yet. There's 1-1. Now a couple of critters come out in their favor. 2-1. Jason will take the lead here. Dotted up 2-2. 3-2. One more to go. 4-2. Brulette comes out on top in that mismatch.
And look, Corey started strong, kept it close, but Jason just ran away and finished. Now it has a nice 1,000-point lead. This is an interesting battle. Battle over rookie, Corey Jackson, coming from Dixmoor, Illinois. His first ever Big Buck World Championship. I'm excited to see what he can do. And look, he's from Dixmoor, Illinois. I'm from Illinois, and I've never heard of Dixmoor, so that just says something. The guy's from maybe the middle of nowhere, Illinois. I'm figuring it out.
Look, you're going to have to be my geography major from Illinois because I don't know anything about that
Clearly,
place.
Neither do I.
Well, we'll figure it out sooner or later. Jason Brulette already with 2 on the board, and a doe out here early from Corey Jackson allows Jason Brulette to continue to pour it on and continue to take a great commanding lead.
Yeah.
But the dangerous trophy was missed.
Yeah, and look, kudos to Corey starting strong in this matchup. But going against Jason Brulette, plays from Champlin, Minnesota at Jay's Bar with everyone else from the Minnesota crew. He's dominant. He's been doing this for a long time. He is such a veteran, has so much experience. This is a tough first-round matchup for Corey, the rookie.
Now we're going to go live here. We're going to see some crowd shots, see the hype, see the action continue to match up around here. Meanwhile, Matthew Garver doing a fantastic job there in Game 5, taking a commanding lead over John Hurley. We already have one bonus game starting up, and that's going to be Bo Herrig, who was commanding in his matchup. So that should be all knotted up all over.
Yeah. Matthew Garver with another dominant matchup. We're going to change things up and show you some more matches here. Matthew Garver coming from Pearland, Texas. Second place is his best world championship finish, and that's him right now on screen. Matthew Garver. John Hurley. John starts off strong in this round.
John starts off strong in this round. Matthew Garver answering back 2-2. Knotted up here. Looking to make it 4-2, and that's going to be Matthew Garver getting 4 of those bucks and taking a 6,000-point lead.
Again, it's another scenario of veteran versus rookie. A lot of rookies in today's competition. I love it. 44 to be precise. That's the most amount of rookies we've had in a long time. John Hurley coming from Nicholasville, Kentucky, plays at Mr. Brew's Tap House. His first competition, 31 years of age, likes hunting moose, and his favorite hunting fuel, well, it's Modelo.
And also remember that Matthew Garver has got some of the nicest calves on planet Earth. That was the gentleman a few years ago in the shorts. Calves were the size of semi-trucks coming down a highway. He's got an absolute sturdy foundation.
Yeah, that's right. Isn't he, if I remember correctly, he's not a farmer, but a rancher. He has a ranch in Texas. I might be making that up completely, but Matthew Garver is a legend with some very nice calves.
I was going to say, there's a big difference between a farmer and a rancher, so I wouldn't mess that up if I were you. Don't worry about that.
Us city boys, we have no idea what those differences are. I plead ignorance coming from Chicago, but Matthew Garver is dominating right now, and it's showing. Now, look, we got some good matchups coming up in the next round as you see some celebrations coming through. Again, shout out to John Hurley, his rookie year. He's going to be in the reload round, having an opportunity to come back tomorrow as he'll have a chance to sleep on it, see what he can do better. But look, round 2, we got Trevor Gartner. We call him the GOAT, 5-time champion, playing against Janelle Baume. Nicholas Sinadinos, my Greek brethren, going up against Austin Ra, who I believe is also a rookie. We got some good matchups coming.
So if Nicholas Sinadinos makes it to a grand final, are you going to wear the Greek flag around your shoulders? Are you going to drape it over?
I think I have to go buy a Greek flag, and absolutely I will be representing our country. He played baseball for the Greek national baseball team.
And he looks absolutely jocked. It looks like he could actually get into that Greek national team right now.
Yeah, listen, the Greeks, we got genes. That's one thing we got going for ourselves. And we invented history and the Olympics and democracy, many, many things. But look, enough about us and being Greek. It's time for our first, I think, interview. We'll see, whatever it is. We're going to throw it over to Dave Snipes on the main stage, see what he has going on.
All right, guys. I got here Matthew Garver on stage with me. He just won his last match. I just had a couple questions for you, Matt. How you feeling today? Because this is your first time being here in a little while.
Feeling good.
So how long has it been since your last time on stage here?
We just took last year off.
So you're here 2 years ago.
Do you feel like you got to knock any rust off, or tell me a little bit about that first match?
Oh, got to knock a lot of rust off for me. It's been, we did hardly any practice and did all my qualifying in one day, so.
All in one day? How long did it take you to qualify?
I did a little the Saturday before and 11 and a half hours the day of.
11 and a half hours. Now that is a big buck enthusiast right there. All right, well, good luck the rest of the way, and we'll see you in the next round.
Thank you very much.
All right, back over to you.
That was a great interview, but I have to understand, do you think Dave's going to fake that Nashville accent the entire weekend? Are we going to have to commit to that?
All right, I'm going to tell you something right now.
The guy's from Chicago.
He moved.
He's a Chicago Bears fan.
He moved to North Carolina, so there's like a little twinge that can come out when he gets excited.
He lived there for like 7 minutes.
That thing is like as fake as it gets, and that's coming from a redneck on the desk. I'm telling you right now, I hide that sucker real well. You get me excited, it's going to come out quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Yeah, Dave Snipes wears a little flair and dresses like a Tennessean and thinks he can fake an accent for an entire weekend. We'll see how long that will last. Shout out to Dave Snipes, one of the most beloved people in the Big Buck community. And look, next round is starting. We got to jump right back into the action here, because guess what? Charlie Gartner and Trevor Gartner, the brothers of the Scotty Snipers up in Wisconsin, they're competing on the main stage at the same time.
Charlie went 5-0 in his first sight. Trevor's already up 2-0, 3-0 now. 4, looking to make it 3-1. Looking to make it 4-1 here in just a moment, and he does get to do that as well. And Trevor Gartner, another dominant sight out of him, will continue to put him in the driver's seat of his match. Also, his brother doing a fantastic job. Charlie Gartner also dominating in his match, up by 4,000 points. The Scotty Snipers ain't nothing to mess with.
Yeah, that's for sure. We got another champion on the stage, Andre Rivas, the winner of the Las Vegas 2019 Big Buck Championship, currently winning over Jordan Wing, who I believe is a rookie. But I want to jump to game 5 if we can, because that's the closest matchup we have. Nicholas Sinadinos is handling his business, up 6.5K to 500. And Charlie and Trevor Gartner are winning their matches. But game number 5, it was a little bit closer until this round. Chris Light versus Sarah Woods.
Sarah Woods had a little rough sight right there, so it's about a 3,000 point differential. She has to come back into this one. She has to be able to have a good sight here in the final sight. Sight number 1, it is going to be a crossbow sight. So you're looking at headshots, you're looking at a dangerous trophy. There are plenty of points to pick up right here. She just has to have a good final sight. She starts off hot. She's got 2, looking for 3. Got it to go. Now will she find 4? She does indeed. 4-2. She could come back into this dangerous trophy coming hunting.
This is a big dangerous trophy right now. This could make the difference, and she's going to dough out and allow her opponent to get the dangerous trophy, which means she will still be behind by about 2,000 points. It's going to come down to one of these last few sights here. We got ourselves a match, Colin. Meanwhile, hold on. Charlie Gartner is in a nail-biter against Kirby Anderson. Kirby is an absolute competitor coming from Oregon. That is a great matchup as well. So let's try and jump back and forth if we can between match 5 and 3.
Yeah, looking at Charlie Gartner there on match number 3. There's one final sight there, but we are in the bonus round here between Chris Light, Sarah Woods. Chris Light, all he has to do is match Sarah Woods, and he will come out with a victory.
Yeah, it looks like he's handling business here. Sarah claps back, though. We're going to switch over to 3 because Chris has this in the bag. Let's switch on over. Charlie Gartner. Kirby Anderson is going to dough out and allow Charlie to pick up 4. Here's the dangerous trophy. It's a mountain bear. Can he get it? Yes, he does. Charlie Gartner goes huge alongside his brother on the main stage, who's handling business with a first-round win as well.
Still only 2,000. Not sure what bonus round they're about to play. I think this is actually one of those new bonus games we were getting told about that they might see with the mountain goat being pushed out as the new animal. This is one of the bonus rounds.
Indeed it is. It's Construction Critter, one of our new bonus rounds coming with the mountain goat, our new animal, as per fan voting. I can't wait for the mountain goat to be in the game. But right now, Charlie Gartner with the lead. All he has to do is win or just barely lose, and he'll take a first-round win over Kirby Anderson, another veteran.
All he has to do is stay knotted up with him, and he will come away with a win. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's staying set ahead of him. He's not going to just win this. He's looking to try to dominate it. He's trying to make a statement right here. Trevor's already done his job, winning by almost 9,000. He's looking to make a statement of his own. The Scotty Snipers, like I said, they are coming here to take that trophy home. And they don't give a damn who they got to go through to get it.
Congratulations to the Gartner brothers. They advance in round 1 as expected. And these are 2 players that get to compete against each other in Trevor's basement. He's got a buck hunting machine in his basement. By the way, for those that are wondering at home, how can I sign up? How can I play in this competition? You can. Anyone can qualify. You just got to go to your local bar that has a big buck hunter machine and qualify online that way. $125,000 Big Buck World Championship qualifier starts November 1st, running through September 8th, 2026 on any online connected Big Buck Hunter Reloaded game. You can buy your own cabinet if you so will, or you can play at a local bar and qualify, which most people do.
Nicholas Sinadinos also wrapping up his matchup, dominating there. John, we got a couple of big-time crowd favorites coming up here. It's still in round one. Down in the bracket, though, Melinda Van Humison might as well be Big Buck Mom. And also Philip Beaupre, one half of PB&J, getting ready to take on their matchup.
Oh, yeah, we got some good matches. And again, battle of, the story of rookie versus veteran. Melinda Van Humison, one of the most beloved people. We call her the godmother of Big Buck Hunter. She is amazing. Going up against Katie Pass, who I believe might be a rookie. We'll jump into those gameplays here in a second. As they are getting started, looks like match number 5. Let's jump into match 5 if we can. It's Ken Pegg versus Kevin Roast here on the main stage.
Kevin Roast starting off pretty hot there, going up by about 1,800 points, really starting things off hot in game number 5. Everybody else is getting ready to start.
And as we do that, got to take a moment to thank Keystone Light, our presenting sponsor. The hunt for Keystone Light Orange Can is back, and there's more than ever before. If you find one this weekend, go to KeystoneLight.com to learn more. Celebrate responsibly. And, of course, big shout out to Coors Brewing, Keystone Light out of Golden, Colorado for the support. And, of course, that's actually not just live in the venue here, as you can get an orange Keystone Light can anywhere. You can win some prizes by going online to KeystoneLight.com. Let's jump back into the action here. It's Ken Pegg versus Kevin Rost.
Did you already find that orange can? You got it hidden here on the desk?
I'm two beers in, 2 Keystones in, and I'm still looking.
All right, well, we'll see if you come away with a big orange can and a victory on your side as Ken Pegg looks to come away with one on his. That second sight for Kevin Rost ends up doling out early, giving up $5 over to Ken Pegg. That is the kind of monumental swing you cannot have in any matchup here in the first round, because you will find yourself in the reload back at quick.
Yeah, I want to take a moment to shout out Ken Pegg, a rookie in this year's competition from Spirit Lake, Idaho. An amazing story. There was no Big Buck Hunter cabinets in northern Idaho, but a gentleman who is so incredibly passionate by the name of Garrett Pilley, who's been dominating the ranks the last couple of years, made it happen, helped a first cabinet arrive to one bar. Now there's 5 cabinets in 5 locations, and 3 people from Idaho are coming to this tournament. That's what the Big Buck Hunter community is all about, which you'll love to see. So shout out to Ken Pegg, one of those rookies from Idaho, and you love to see the community growing in all different regions across the world.
And that's what the Big Buck Hunter family is, ever growing, ever expanding, and it's all about the love of the game. They come here to play it. You can see here, but it looks like another doe out coming through before that dangerous trophy is claimed, so both players having a rough sight there. Philip Beaupre, meanwhile, up by 5,000 in his. Chris Burgess and Bill O'Malley in a tight game. Bill O'Malley's one of the guys that I think the players were talking about as maybe one of the dark horses in this tournament. So game 2, I think we need to jump right into that one.
Let's make it happen. Meanwhile, got some good matches here. We'll keep you updated on Kevin Roast versus Ken Pegg, which is a 1,000-point difference. But jumping into game number, is this 2? Nope, so we're sticking on here. Let's stick on here for 5, because this is a close one, Colin. Kevin Roast starts strong, gets the first 2 bucks. Can he get the third? Third deer picked up here. Can he get the 4th with the bow? Yes, he does. Kevin Rost is looking perfect right now. Gets the 4th. Finally does out, but does enough damage to dominate and extend his lead. And I agree with you now. Let's switch on over to game 2, Bill O'Malley versus Chris Burgess if we can.
Let's see what site they're going on as well, as both of these games are starting to get into their closing sites. I think we're looking at 4 or 5. Game 5 is in their bonus round right now. Game 2 still has a site to play, so bonus round is going to be happening on Game 5. But Game 2, we need to stay right here. Early couple of bucks coming in for Chris Burgess, and he looks like he's trying to send Bill O'Malley to the reloaded bracket, and he gets 5 out of 6. Bill O'Malley, one of the players that was going to be one of the dark horses this year, looks like he's going to have to ride that horse all the way through the reloaded bracket.
Yeah, and Chris Burgess, coming from Denver, Colorado, is telling me that a lot of the Breckenridge, Colorado people did not qualify. So people that we're used to seeing here coming from that Colorado community, unfortunately not making it. Chris is alone and representing downstairs at Eric's Shout out to Chris and shout out to Eric for always supporting Chris in his qualification journey. Eric, we better see you next year.
What is the transfusion?
That's his hunting fuel. I actually don't even know what transfusion is.
Are we old?
Or stupid. One of the two.
I know I'm old. I'm not going to put that on you. Philip Beaupre looks like he's wrapping up his matchup as well. Chris Burgess, he's looking to just stay in the lead here. All he's got to do is not get absolutely shut out, and he hasn't done that. So Chris Burgess will find himself a victory in round number 1, moving on to round number 2 of the winner's bracket. Meanwhile, Philip Beaupre, a dominant win there in game 4. Katie Pass, Melinda Van Humison, not sure what the score of that is, but I can't wait to see how it rounds out in game number 1. But I think in the Dave Snipes blind, we might have some action going on, John.
Indeed, we may. As we quick update there, Nicholas Zimmerman wins 15K over 7. Dave Snipes getting lit on stage. Wow. 12,000 to 11,800. Melinda over Katie Pass. What a matchup. Melinda just barely inches through.
And it looks like in Dave's deer blind, he's getting ready for another big interview up on stage.
We're back on the stage with Ken here. Ken, how many years have you been playing at the World Championships?
What's up?
1 year. This is your rookie year.
He's not calling the shots.
So how do you feel about being on the stage for the very first time? Let me set the stage here. You're probably normally playing at a bar, the game's next to the bathroom, or whatever, you're getting bumped. Tell me what it's like to be on this World Championship stage for the first time.
It's exciting. It's exciting to be out here playing for real. We do quite a bit of practice. The bar, it's not at the bathroom, it's near the bathroom. It's a fun time. I'm really excited. I'm just sad that I dote out. We have one rule, which is just don't doe out, and I did that more than once.
I saw you. I figured it was a little bit nerves. Did you feel a little bit nervous up there?
Not so much during the matches, definitely now and before the matches. During the matches, it's a match. You shoot, you do the best you can. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Today was not.
Well, welcome here to Nashville. Welcome to World Championship. You're done for today, but we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Dave. And done for today, back for tomorrow. That's the name of the game. No one gets eliminated today. Apologies all, by the way, for the technical difficulties. As day 1, we're still getting our feet underneath us here, but what a start to the tournament so far.
Hey, I'm just too excited to hear that country accent. That's all it is. I'm jumping at the bit.
He's still committing to the country accent, which
proud
I'm
of
just
him for committing to the role.
Yeah, that's
we got
great.
some games going on. Max Van Humison on stage right after his mother, and he's down 2,000 early to Cody McDonald.
Yeah, that's right. Max Van Humison. If that name looks familiar, it's because his mom, Melinda Van Humison, as he just said, just competed. Her first multi-generational athlete competing in this competition. It's amazing to see Big Buck has now transcended multiple generations here. Let's definitely jump into that. He cut the hair from last year, but he's still looking great.
Well, he cut the hair because he's looking at a future job that he might be trying to get into, a certain career path. An absolute honest young man, a great young man, and he's got great parents, so you know that great set of values is going to run deep.
Yeah, shout out to Van Humisons. Have been doing this for a very long time, beloved in this community. But right now, their son, they might be a little nervous because their son's in a nail biter, down 1.6K to Cody McDonald, and we still got 2 sites to go.
2 sites to go. Cody McDonald has to try to stay in the lead here. Early shots out from Max Van Humison. Finds one. Hits that rib cage. Finds the second. He's trying to dominate in this one. 4 more to go. There's going to be 1 for Cody. Looking to make it 2. No, that's going to go to Max. Now 3-2. Needed to be 4-2, but it's all knotted up. Max could go down here.
Yeah, and I can't emphasize enough how big those last 2 bucks were for Cody McDonald. Otherwise, Max would have clawed back into this one if he would have let him get it. Instead, Cody extends his lead. Now, Cody's a great story. A new crew that's formed in Illinois, the Pimps and Does, made their debut, I believe, in 2022, representing Woody's Sports Bar, I think in Itasca, if I remember correctly. Shout out to Cody McDonald, 11th place last year in the Big Buck World Championship, looking to improve this year.
Looking to improve each and every time they step onto this stage. Meanwhile, taking a look at Max Van Humison, down 4-2 in this one and a doe out. Max is going to have to get his head straight and come back tomorrow morning because he's down by 3,000, and it is oh so hard to overwhelm that kind of a point differential, that kind of a point deficit in the bonus round.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a difficult one here. The doe out's not going to help, certainly. It looks like Cody McDonald will extend his lead and should take this one. Meanwhile, John McMahon versus Mike Munro might be two rookies if I remember correctly in game 3. That's a pretty much a lost and finished game here as John McMahon does have the lead. Meanwhile, we're jumping into our bonus round again. This is a brand new bonus game. It's Construction Critters. Welcome to the game.
Yeah, I think it was called Midway Madness when you see it pop up on your screen.
Maybe this was Midway Madness.
And all I could think in my head was, Midway Madness, the company's based out of Chicago. When they think about the monsters of the Midway, is that why it's named that?
And you see love given here. Congratulations to Cody McDonald, a.k.a. C-Mac. He advances over Max Van Umesen. Max will bounce back in the reload round. Meanwhile, jumping into game number 1, we get ourselves another bonus round. In game 1 and in game 3, we'll keep you updated on those scores as well. But the Midway Mayhem bonus is beginning.
George Robertson here already up to an early lead, getting matched up by Adam Zeigel. Adam Zeigel 7-7 now. But on the meanwhile, Dave Schaefer will take Alejandra Beosalel to the limit and absolutely dominant fashion. 16,000-point differential in that matchup. We're keeping our eyes right here, though. Adam Zeigel, George Robertson. That's going to go in favor of George Robertson. Let's see if he comes away with the point victory as well. And I believe he's going to come away with a victory. He will indeed come away with it. That's going to be a 7,000-point victory for George. 7 Street Slayers on the board with a victory already.
Yeah. Shout out to George Robinson. Great start. 6th place is his best finish. Again, looking to improve upon that. 39 years old. He loves himself some Slayer juice. Representing the 7th Street Slayers, which you like to see. Adam Zeigel, though, a rookie from Columbus, Ohio. That's his welcome to the Big Buck Championship moment right there with round 1. But he'll bounce back in the reload round as we take a look here in our next round of matchups.
John McMahon with a big victory there as well. Garrett Pilley, a man who is ever expanding the Big Buck Hunter family, is getting ready to take his first matchup on stage.
Yeah, Garrett's one I mentioned earlier from Seattle, Washington. Owns a little bit of investment property in Idaho and was there visiting his property and realized there's not a Big Buck cabinet in any bar here. Convinced a bar owner to buy one, and now there's 5 and 3 people competing this weekend from Northern Idaho. It's an amazing story. That's what makes Big Buck so great, are those community stories. Garrett Pilley now up in a 2v2, or 2-2 score, make it 3-3 score. What a nail-biter to start. Look at this.
Meanwhile, coming up on stage as well, Alex Gage, one of the guys from Kings of the Weekend, one of that New York-based Buck Hunter crews, is about to make his Buck Hunter debut here this weekend on game number 1. But Garrett Pilley and his opponent,
Is this a whole family we
Mike
see on screen
Van
right now, Kyle? I see 3 children. And it's almost 8 p.m. Past their bedtime. You love to see it, supporting their family.
It's past my bedtime.
All right, back to Garrett Pilley versus Mike Von Arx. Good start for Garrett Pilley. And he is running away with this site number 2 after a close site number 1. Garrett Pilley starts to dominate. And also a great story because he came to the Big Buck Championship 2 years ago after qualifying online and didn't even know it was a head-to-head. He thought it was just like qualifying online where you play solo Trek Adventures. And he got 20th place, I think, in his first year, maybe 30th, and then improved last year. Really great story.
The guy with the open mouth face just staring at the competition is exactly my face when we heard that story about him not knowing that it was head-to-head. I said, my man, how did you not know that the World Championship, you might have to take somebody else down in order to come away with all those big bucks? Garrett Pilley, though, absolutely dominant here against Mike Van Ark.
Let's switch it over, if we can, to game number 5. We got a close one. Nicole Wilson with a lead right now over Rogelio, who, a.k.a. RJ, former champion back in 2017, I believe. He retired after winning in 2017 and then retired again in 2018. 2 times retired, has come back to compete. You can't retire from Big Buck. It's official. He's back this year.
Hey, 3 times the charm. If you're going to retire a 3rd time, I think it has to stick at that point. I don't think you can come back anymore after that one. Taking a look here, Rogelio trying to come back into this one. Nicole Wilson holding on to a 600-point lead in that match, and you see the progress going in her favor as they move into the next site. I think they have 2 more to play, John. I think it's Site 3 and Site 5, but they will head to the dangerous trophy site here in Site number 5.
That's right. This is a great matchup. Nicole Wilson, part of the rookie crew that's coming from Regina. They play at Boston Pizza in Regina South. The Sask Buck Hunters. You can never count out a rookie from the Sask Buck Hunters because they have so much practice against each other. They run regional tournaments, and she's showing up here. Nicole Wilson, as a rookie, putting up against the former champ in RJ.
RJ's going to come away there with that sight. $5 or $4 in the Dangerous Trophy will put him in a commanding lead in that matchup there in game number 5. And now RJ just has to close it out here. One more round for him to make sure that he moves on to the second round of the winner's bracket, not have to go into the Reloaded tomorrow morning.
Yeah, this is a big one for Nicole, and she's going to dough out early. Tragic. And now Rogelio just has to relax, finish this sight. Notice, if you dough out, if you kill a doe by accident, or a cow, depending on the map, you have to take a step back. You have to let your opponent finish the round solo, and he's just going to rack up points. This one's going to be over. It's a 7K lead. Let's go ahead and switch it over if we can
Alex
to game
Gage.
3. Alex Durho. Oh, wait. Okay, game 1. You're right, game 1.
Much closer.
Yeah, Alex Durho, former champion, down to Hunter Frogner, I believe a rookie, but game 1 is closer indeed. So let's do game 1 if we can.
Kings of the weekend, Alex Gage with $3 already to Kyle's only 1. Now he's got 4, and with a dough out, that is going to give him a chance to get this Dangerous Trophy as well and take a very commanding lead. And just like that, one single sight, we go to a 2,000-point differential.
Yeah, Alex Gage has the lead here. Meanwhile, back over to Alex Durho, former champion against Hunter Frogner. Hunter's going to continue to roll here, but Alex claps back. He gets the last 2, and just like that, Alex Durho gives himself a chance going into this last and final sight. I believe it's the last sight.
He's going to have to sniff that chance pretty heavily here because they go into one sight, $6 to go before the bonus round. He needs to win it, though. It needs to be 4 or 5 to 2 or 1. It's got to be a dominant final sight before that bonus round.
Here we go.
Oh, no, we're in the bonus.
It is the bonus round. That was the last sight. So unless Alex Durho can go crazy, which he's off to a good start, Hunter Frogner, the rookie from Coon Rapids, Minnesota, plays at Boston's Sports Bar and Pizza in Coon Rapids. He is going to defeat a former champion. No, Alex Durho is going insane. He is securing every single point of this bonus round. Is it enough?
That's going to be 26 to 12, 28 to 12. Now up over 30 for Durno. Durno looking to dominate here in the final few seconds. 39 to 18. Dominates the bonus round, but was it enough to give him the victory, John? That is the question as the points rack up. It was! It was!
No way.
Alex Durno!
You got to be kidding me.
10,000 to 9,000.
From a bonus round down by almost 1,500 or 2,000 points. That was insane. What a finish from Alex Durho, showing why he's one of the best to do it. The winner of the 2010 Big Buck Safari Championship. He shows up here and his return back in 2025.
Speaking of Kings of the Weekend, Gage came away with a victory. Andrew Moskowitz getting ready to come up on the stage. But meanwhile, game 4 is the one I want to tune into. Julianne Jones, Melissa Romanek. They played against each other in the first round 4 times, John, in their entire career. A 4th-time first-round matchup for Julianne Jones and Melissa Romanek.
And look, Colin, we were chatting with Julianne. We were chatting with her better half as well, Phil Dupré, and we were here, and Julianne's been on fire lately. She's been playing incredibly well. Made it to the winner's bracket final of the regional tournament, I believe in Minnesota, or maybe it was one of the Canadian regional tournaments. Julianne Jones, one half of PB&J, looking great. And Melissa Romanek, a veteran in the scene, starting strong here.
2 already in her favor. Julianne's got to fight back here. Melissa's going to find the 3rd. Julianne finally finds 1. Looking to find 2, and she does indeed find 2. Dangerous Trophy on the prowl. Needing to pick this up as well. There it is in the middle of the map, and it's going to go to Julianne. And that will keep her in this one and give her a lead. 37 to 27.
Yeah, Melissa Romanek does a good job. She wins that sight, which means she's only down by about 1,000. So again, you can never count out Melissa Romanek. Such a dominant player.
Look at Hubby.
Yeah, Hubby's ready. He's nervous for her. As we get ready for this next sight, I want to make sure everyone's aware, if you're the best big buck hunter in your local bar and you're watching this from home, you're in the wrong place. Get here. $125,000 at stake. You can qualify at your local bar to compete next year in the championship. But jumping back into this one, Julianne Jones dominates with a 5-1 sight, and that gives her almost double the lead.
She's a lot like a diesel engine. She struggles to get started, but once she gets rolling, it is hard to stop the freight train that is Julianne Jones, and she is here well on our way to a round 1 victory. We take a look around the rest of these sites. Evan Foley, Kayla Geary going on in game 2. Moskowitz as well on game 1.
That's right, Julianne's gonna roll with this one. She gets the first kill. Oh my gosh, she is shooting so incredibly well right now. Julianne Jones is playing out of her mind. Finally dozed out, but it's not gonna matter. Melissa doesn't get the 6th buck, and just like that, Julianne from the northeast of the United States, dominant Let's switch on over to game one if we can, because we got ourselves a great matchup. Andrew Moskowitz makes his return to the Big Buck Hunter World Championship and finds himself in a 5-1 deficit in this site. He's going to go out. Oh my gosh! What a performance from Anessa Mills. She takes the lead.
Anessa Mills is up in this one, 500 points, John, over Andrew Moskowitz. Andrew, he's got to settle his tea kettle here, or he's going to find himself in the reload bracket quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Anessa, part of the Sioux Falls, South Dakota crew, which has been growing the last few years with a great last site, but can she stay consistent? This is a big site. She gets the first. Andrew gets the second. This third is going to be crucial. Andrew picks it up. He currently with a 2-2 lead. Anessa ties it up. Andrew's going to dough out, and Anessa has a chance. The long-range shot, and she does it. That's going to be a huge bonus for her.
That is indeed a huge bonus. That's going to put her up a couple of grand here. I love the fact that she took her time on those final $2. She saw the dough out. She knew that she could take her time. She might as well have watched her watch and let her tea kettle boil as she comes away with a few more bucks and one final sight to get a commanding lead going into that bonus round. Here we go. Andrew Moskowitz, Anessa Mills getting ready in their final sight on game number one. Already Moskowitz with 2. Anessa looking to get some critters, won't be able to find anything. She needs to find at least 1, but Moskowitz with 3 to his name, and Anessa does out at the worst possible point, John.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a game. Only 15 points or so separate these two. Make it about 20 points separate these two in this matchup going to the bonus round. It all comes down to a bonus round. Anessa Mills with the upset potential over Andrew Moskowitz.
We're going into that midway madness here. Real quick update. Julianne Jones comes away with a victory. Evan Foley takes out Kayla Geary. 2 big matchups on game 2 and 4 already decided, but we're here in game 1. Andrew Moskowitz looking to try to win this one. He's got to get more of these midway critters than Anessa Mills, and he's doing that thus far. Up 14-7. He's doubling up her score, which is what he has to do if he wants to come away with a victory here. Not sure if he's going to be able to continue to finish this out. 23-12. Anessa Mills looking to do everything that she can to stave off a bonus round comeback from Andrew Moskowitz, but it is not enough. Not this time. Andrew Moskowitz will come away with a victory.
Wow. And this is why we love Big Buck, ladies and gents. Anessa Mills had it almost guaranteed, but Andrew's able to claw back in this 5th site. What a great match. And my hat goes off again to Anessa Mills, 29 years old from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Put up a great fight against Andrew Moskowitz, whose best world championship finish is 3rd place. I mean, he's a veteran. He's been doing this a long, long time. He runs the Reddit community on Big Buck Hunter. I believe he works for Reddit last I checked. From Hoboken, New Jersey, part of the Pine Box Rock Shop OG crew. Andrew Moskowitz is back, baby.
He is back, and indeed, talking about being back, getting ready to come onto stage and start their game is Chris the Dream Freem going up against Patrick Heelan.
Wow. No one would have expected that in round 1. Chris Freem, Patrick Heelan, but Chris, due to some personal events, didn't have a chance to compete and play as much this year, so he has a really low seed, which he does not like. He would rather not be going up against Patrick Heelan in game 1, who's one of the top players in the game.
Early on in this one, Patrick Heelan comes away with a big sight 1, as I believe Freem doed out after picking up 2 in his favor. Heelan was able to pick up 4. Going into sight number 2 now, John. Can Freem come back into this? If anybody can make a comeback, it's him. Early in this one, Chris is going to find 1, find 2. Looking to try to come back. He's looking for 3 all the way in the back, but that's going to be Patrick Heelan finding his first, now finding his second. Chris and Patrick neck and neck, 3-3.
Yeah, and Chris is going to win that site. Pat's going to win that site right there and maintains his lead. Pat Heelan, one of the top 7 seeds in this competition, comes from the Amigos Mexican restaurant crew, big crew out of Amigos in Maine, and he is one of the top competitors in this community. 7th place is his best finish. He wants the top 5.
Early again in this one, Patrick Heelan finding 2, a couple of critters going over to Freem. Now Freem looking to try to answer back late in this site, but he won't be able to do it. He's only going to get 1 to his name. Patrick Heelan with a 4-1 advantage, 4-2. He will win another site, and Chris Freem will be another site closer to the reloaded bracket in this tournament.
Some other updates for you guys. Samantha Giddens, a.k.a. Smanny, with the loss to William Matthews. That's upset in my eyes. Derek King defeats Jonah Trevor Dooch, 14K to 7K. Evan Foley over Kayla Geary, close one, 14K to 12K. We all saw Julianne Jones defeating Melissa Romanek. Back to the action.
Back to the action indeed. 2 over to Patrick Keelan, 3 over to him as well, 4 over, and John Chris Green goes out, and I think this is going to be it.
Yeah, Pat Heelan's going to run away with this one. 12K to 4K. Not much Chris can do to bring this one back. Let's switch on over if we can. Find a good matchup. Maybe game 5? Let's rock to game 5.
Amy Green, Jason Kopp, about 1,000-point differential. Amy Green won the first sight, loses the second, going into the third.
Yeah, I think this is still sticking with the same game, but we will try and jump to game 5 if we can. Amy Green is competing in a great one against, here we go, here we got it now. 3-1, Amy Green, one of the most beloved members of our community, organized the charity event in Minnesota. Buckers Without Borders, raising so much money for charity, does so much for this community, and has some great news this weekend to share, right, Colin?
So there's going to be some big announcements coming out of that situation. Amy Green, absolutely one of the most fan-favorite players on stage at all times, has to find a way in these final 2 sites to come back into this one. Down still only a couple of 1,000 points. She needs one big site win here to find herself in the winner's seat, in the driver's seat. Into another one. Amy Green finds the first 2 and then does out, John. She finds 2 and does out. That is not a good sign for her.
There's one rule in this competition, Colin. What is it?
Don't doe out.
Amy Green, what are you doing? No, I'm just kidding. Love you, Amy. It happens to the best of us. It ain't over yet. Jason Kopp over Amy Green, 2K lead. This last sight will be everything, Colin.
Hey, look, I had Amy Green in a parlay. She's killing that right now. I need to find a way to win in this one as she goes into another sight.
Imagine.
Amy Green coming away with the first buck. Natted up here by Jason Kopp. Looking for a second all the way into the back. Won't be able to find that one. That's going to go to Jason as well. Jason with 3. Amy Green does out again.
That's brutal. That's going to put the nail in the coffin for Amy. She'll go down to the reload round, but let's switch on over to game 3 if we can. Matt Peterson versus Shelby Wing. We had ourselves a great matchup. 200 points. Shelby with the lead over Matt Peterson for now. 2 more sites.
Patrick Keelan does knot things up and put a bow on it against Chris the Dream Bream over there in game number 4. Now we're going to be taking a look here. 1 going over to Matt Peterson. Knotted up here by Shelby. Shelby trying to get a second. Won't be able to get that one. There it goes. 2-2 now with 2 bucks left on the map. And Shelby gets a third to take a lead in this matchup against Matt Peterson.
Shelby Wing, welcome to the Big Buck Hunter World Championship. Her rookie debut off to a great start. Coming from St. Petersburg, Florida. Has the lead, is in the driver's seat, just needs to finish, Colin. Game 5, can she finish?
ABC, always be closing. She's got to find a way to win another one here. Matt Peterson finds 1, finds 2. Shelby might be feeling a little shaky here. She had to reload, but Matt has doed out. All she's got to do is get them. She gets them both. 3-3. It's knotted up.
And on top of that, it's a dangerous trophy. Can she get them out there? No, she misses the opportunity to really cement her lead going into the bonus round. So Colin, because of that, I think there's a chance that her opponent can win in this bonus round. Yes, they can. It's only a 1,900-point difference. It all comes down to the bonus round.
Bonus round, the Midway Critters right here at the amusement park are about to be a big difference maker for these 2 players. Matt Peterson has to find a way to dominate this bonus round and come away with a victory.
Bonus round all comes down to the faster, sharper shot.
Midway,
all skill in the bonus rounds. Guess what? No one knows this bonus round is brand new. They have the bonus rounds memorized, Colin, but not this one.
Yeah, this one is going to be brand new to both players. They're going to have to be able to find all of those carnival games, those duckies now in the second section, leading into that third section, which is those bottles. But Matt Peterson putting on an absolute clinic. John, if he continues to play this way, I think it's all over but the crying for Shelby Wing. As good as she was early, I think she's now going down.
We saw Alex Durho do it in his matchup, but no, Shelby's going to bounce back, but no, Matt Peterson gets the last 3, and that might cement it. Your heart breaks if you're Shelby Wing or a fan of the St. Petersburg, Florida crew, because Matt Peterson, no! Shelby holds on! Shelby holds on and wins her round 1 matchup.
A 20-point differential, a 20-critter differential in a bonus round. Finds Alex with a victory, and that is a huge celebration. Meeting her at the stairwell, high fives and hugs all around. That is what Big Buck Hunter is all about.
Oh, look at that. Celebrating with her significant other. This is a beautiful scene.
We assume.
We can only assume based on how she was straddling him. But nonetheless, this is the moments we live for in Big Buck, Colin. Embraced by her community, part of the Right Around the Corner bar in St. Petersburg, Florida. Congratulations to Shelby Wing. She's going to go undefeated so far in her young Big Buck Hunter career.
Indeed, an incredible career thus far because she's 1-0, John. That's the best way to start a career, with nothing in that second column and everything in the first one.
Yeah, congratulations to Shelby. Looks like we got a couple more games happening. Bradley Gartner is going to be competing now. So we've seen Charlie Gartner, Trevor Gartner, now Bradley Gartner competing. It's the first time we've seen all three of them compete in quite some time, as one of them had to take a bit of a hiatus last year, I believe. And here's our next matchup. Take a look.
Taking a look here, Taylor Sidek versus Annette Robertson. There in the game 3, Bradley Gartner taking on Jennifer Bonara. But meanwhile, I'm going to look around and see who might be already into this one. Michael Pfeffer over Mike Galloway by 5,000 points already. Meanwhile, game 4, Alex Sarah, is down to Adam Caswell, 5,000. So we are waiting on that Bradley Gartner game to get started, because right now the rest of the game's pretty dominant for one player or another, except for game 3.
Taylor Sidek versus Annette Robinson. If we can jump into game 3, that would be fantastic. But as we do that, we've got to take a moment to say, if you're watching from home and you're the best Big Buck Hunter in your bar, you're in the wrong place. Get here. This is the Big Buck Hunter World Championship. You could be here and use your skills to earn your share of $125,000 in prize pool. Join the world's wildest competition next year with qualifications starting November 1st and running through September 8th, 2026 on all online connected Big Buck Hunter Reloaded games. Find your nearest participating game at BigBuckHunter.com. Probably your local bar.
Probably going to be in a local bar indeed. That is going to be a big sight for Annette Robinson as she goes up 2.8 thousand points here. And Annette Robinson is putting on for her city, and she's been putting on for her city for a long time. I think she's from Georgia. I think she's part of that Zombie Hunter crew, if I remember correctly. She absolutely loves the fact that she can play with those zombies. I'm sure you've got a tidbit about her or two that you can talk about, but she's playing well. Up 3-1 to the site, 3-2. Now knotted up 3-3, but she's going to continue to maintain a lead, up about 2,000.
An awesome story about Annette Robinson, currently with the lead. She has the most plays of any player this year at 8,805 Treks played. Talk about passion. A super fan of Big Buck Hunter, rookie player from Atlanta in 2024, quickly became obsessed with this game, much like many of us. What an awesome story. She owns a personal Big Buck Hunter Reloaded cabinet in her living room, something her roommates have mixed feelings about, I would assume.
Well, look, all I got to know is if she's from Atlanta, if she's part of the Zombie Hunters of Georgia, is she all go dogs? Because she's dog walking her opponent right now. $4 in that site. She's got to be feeling great about her chances to get a round 1 win.
Congratulations so far, at least, to Annette Robinson with a solid lead over Taylor Sidek. We'll keep a close eye on that. Bradley Gartner in a close one against Jennifer Bunara, 4.2K to 3.5K. We'll bounce between both of those games, but for now, it's the Dangerous Trophy round. The last site here for Annette Robinson. Can she close?
Annette Robinson looking to try to get a victory here, as she was doing absolutely everything in her power not to go down in round 1. No doe out there. That's going to be a doe out, and all she has to do is take her time and try to find somebody, but she's not going to be able to find anyone. She needs the Dangerous Trophy here, and she can't even get that. Will her lead suffice for the fact that she got no bucks and her opponent got all of them?
Well, we'll find out in a moment. I'm biting my nails to see this score here. All right, 1.4K lead for Annette Robinson. So, as long as she wins or loses by about 5 bonus points, she will secure, maybe more than 5 even. She has a bit of a buffer. She'll secure a win here against Taylor Sidek, also from the St. Petersburg, Florida crew.
There we go, into the final round. This is going to be those midway critters here at the carnival. Getting ready to shoot everybody that they can. She's got to be quick on the trigger to try to stay ahead in this one. And she will only be down by a couple after this first fight, 10-4. Taylor Sidek has to go absolutely big here. Here comes the Duckies. They're going to be up here. And Taylor Sidek absolutely dominating the site number 2 here in the bonus round.
Oh, wow.
Easy, Tiger.
Taylor Sidek might do it. We saw Alex Duro do moments ago. Annette needs to go big here in this last scene of the bonus round. She gets a few, but Taylor maintains the lead. Taylor Sidek is dominating. But the question is, was it enough?
It wasn't enough last time. 20 wasn't enough to overcome the last deficit. Was it enough here to overcome Annette Robinson, 9,100 to 9,500? That is a big victory. That is a huge comeback win Aneto gave it all she had, and she has nothing to hang her head about here.
Wow. It all came down to the bonus round, and the St. Petersburg, Florida crew continues to steamroll here, Colin. That's back-to-back wins for them. First from the rookie, and then from the other rookie, Taylor Sidek. 2 rookies from St. Petersburg, Florida, performing.
Doing absolutely everything they can to put on for their hunting party, and they've done a fantastic job. They've taken over the front of the stairwell, and they are celebrating with every single person that comes off that stage for their hunting party, just like my man Kefalukos is celebrating with a sip of this year's great sponsor, Keystone Light.
Big shout out to Keystone Light, our presenting sponsor for the entire tournament here. Big thank you for all the support for Big Buck Hunter World Championship. Honestly, is there a better marriage? Keystone Light, Big Buck Hunter, my favorite drinking game beer. I'm about to play
marriage.
Flip Cup. Yeah,
My marriage.
That's true. Your marriage. Your marriage may be a better marriage. With that said, thank you to Keystone Light. Thank you to my man Colin and his beautiful wife at home. But for now, we ourselves an interview. Actually, I don't know if it's an interview, maybe a spotlight. Let's go ahead and throw it over to Omar Jimenez.
What's going on, guys? We've had some wins. We've had some losses. I know we've been talking a lot about Keystone Light, but I've been talking to my girl Cody over here because she's at the Nelson's Greenbrier Distillery. So a lot of ways to drown your sorrows tonight. Can you just tell me a little bit? You've never been to any of this before. What are your impressions?
I think it's amazing. All of the competitors are just having so much fun, and I see people from all over the world here. It's amazing.
See, those are my exact first impressions. What do you have here? What am I looking at?
This is our cold fashioned. It's a slushy old fashioned made with our Tennessee whiskey. This is what we make in-house at our distillery next door, Nelson's Greenbrier Distillery.
All right, I'm gonna get back there with you. I'm gonna. You don't even have to raise it up. I'm sliding in. I'm sliding in here. All right, here we go. You hold the mic. All right. It's just pretty simple, right?
Yep.
Get it close to my mic here. Yeah, there we go. All right, what do we got? Ooh, whoa. All right. This is for whoever lost first. Whoever got here and lost quickly. Got a lot of ways to drown your sorrows. We're just getting started, fellas.
The one and only. A lot of ways to drown your sorrows, indeed. This guy barrel rolled underneath and got behind the desk with her to pour himself a nice little cold fashion, actually. That was one of the best segments I think I've ever seen.
I'll tell you right now, if I get as low as Omar just got, I ain't coming back, baby. You're going to have to come down there and get me and pull me up from that floorboard when I fall over. But he looked like he enjoyed it. I think he took a sip right after the camera came off him, so we're going to have to ask him how that whiskey was.
I'm not going to lie. Listen, I'm a fan of old fashions. I want to go try one. I've never had a cold fashion before.
Go ahead.
But this is so cool. I actually, listen, I came to this tournament. We had a couple prep calls. I had no idea that we'd have booths and all types of businesses, all types of food, all types of drinks. If you are in the Midwest area near Nashville, get here tomorrow. I believe it's free entry, and there's so much to do
admission,
at the
free general
BuckFest
admission
and Big Buck Hunter World
BuckFest.
Championship. It's amazing.
Not just is that a bar, on the other side of that is an actual truck. They had to bring that sucker in through that gate, my man.
Crazy. Unbelievable experience here. Looks like gameplay is rolling. So let's jump back into round one. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the Big Buck Hunter World Championship live from BuckFest. This is the inaugural BuckFest, a celebration of all things Big Buck Hunter arcade games from Play Mechanics. All you can play arcade, family friendly, partially not family friendly with some alcohol. It's just a great time across the board.
Janelle Hanna with a big victory in game number 2. She went up 5,000 on her opponent, comes away with a beautiful win there. 6,000 points for Braden Hughes over Travis Feiss into a bonus round game there in game number 5. But John, some of the major players, some of the heaviest hitters are getting ready to take the stage because I believe Mr. Andrew White is about to make his presence known on main stage in game number 2. They are waiting on him to get up there. I took a look behind us to see if he was there. Not there yet, but the Pope is getting ready to play.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. Andrew White, second place 2 years ago. Top player from Wisconsin as well. Braden Hughes with a 12.4K lead over Travis Feiss. I believe, if I remember correctly, Braden won one of the amateur tournaments in years past.
Yeah.
And now is competing 19 years old. So again, we've had 55-year-olds, we've had 19-year-olds, we have people from all walks of life. But yeah, right, you nailed it. We got ourselves a matchup here. The Pope, Andy White, on the main stage.
This is a big matchup for him because I was talking to a lot of guys earlier, and if the Pope wins this, okay, if he wins this, that's a big if he comes away with a win here. The winner of this plays Drew Baldock in round number 2, my man.
Wow, that's going to be a tough matchup. You know what I also love about this matchup, Colin? The Pope from Wisconsin, probably a Packers fan. AJ from Chicago, probably a Bears fan. This is the battle of the Bears versus the Packers, and the Packers always win, so I'm hoping AJ cannot let me down.
Cannot let you down like Caleb Williams has. Here we are early in this one. Andrew White, I believe he came away with $5 to none. 33-83 after sight number one. An absolutely unbelievable first sight performance out of Andrew White here on his matchup. Adam Holm walking around, a former world champion, doing everything he can to look as good as he can at all times.
Yeah, I nailed it with my analogy, Colin. I probably manifested bad luck because I called Andrew White the Packers, and I called AJ the Bears, and Andrew dominates with a 5-0 sweep in game number one. He's continuing to roll here. 2-2, AJ claws back. But look, AJ's a rookie. It's his first time competing, and you're going up against one of the greatest to do it in the Pope.
I mean, he probably got the holy water with him. He will bless you after he beats you. But first and foremost, he's got to take care of business. 4,000 points to the favor of Andrew White in the lead.
Yeah, I think Andrew White's going to continue to dominate here. Let's switch over to game one if we can, because Robert Smith and Kevin Blith, first off, it rhymes. Second off, they're a 300-point difference going into the last sight. If we can switch to game one, that would be amazing, because I think Andy White's running away with that one.
I'm going to cast it no matter what because I'm looking straight at it. Doe's out immediately.
Both of them.
Both of them.
The score didn't change.
BOFFUM. Both of them.
Both of them.
Both
of them out.
God almighty.
You know what that means, Colin? It all comes down to
the bonus round.
The bonus round, baby. We live for these moments. Who's the sharper shooter? It all comes down to this, the Midway Mayhem bonus, one of our brand new bonus rounds in the Big Buck Hunter Reloaded cabinet.
Early on in this one, it's going to be Robert Smith with a 10-4 lead as they move into the Ducks on that second screen. Quickly, Robert Smith off to the races in this one as well, taking a lead, looking to try to dominate this bonus round and come away with a victory here as they move on to those flying bottles. 3 of them to shoot on each of those pedestals, so there's a lot to work up in that final one, and it is going to be Robert Smith taking, holding, and commanding his lead in the bonus round.
Congratulations to Robert Smith, a.k.a. RD from Gresham, Oregon. Plays at the Players Pub and wins this one against Kevin. Close matchup. Kevin Blith, a rookie from Regina, part of the Canadian crew, but unfortunately is going to be sent down to the reload round. Meanwhile, we're getting ready for our next matchup. So we got a couple good ones on screen. We got Kevin versus Jacqueline Strafford, a.k.a. Jackie Stafford. If we could jump into that, game number 4. That'd be fantastic.
2-2 knotted up on that site that they're currently on with Kevin taking a third and Jacqueline answering right back. And Jacqueline with about a 2,200-point lead here in their matchup, looking to continue her play. Meanwhile, game 5, the First Lady of Canada herself, Miss Lauren Hope, is getting ready to start her tournament play. So we've got some great big names on stage right now, and we are on board with Lauren Hope. She finds the first, finds the second, looking for 3. She gets it to go. 4. No, she won't get the 4th. There it is indeed, 4-1. Now maybe 5. Will it be? No. Over to her opponent, Nikolai
Nemirski, he's a Chicagoan from Bartlett, Illinois, plays at Woody Sports Bar as well. A lot of Chicagoans showing up this time.
What's up with y'all?
We show up, that's what we do. But look, that's a tough matchup. He's going up against Lauren Hope, a dominant player. One of the, in my opinion, I think she's the best ladies player right now. There's a lot of great ladies players. I think she's number 1. She's gotten top 10 before in the overall bracket. She's won multiple ladies competitions. She's one of the recent absolute dominant women of this competition.
I mean, I think she's gotten a gun every year that she's come from the ladies division. I don't think she's failed to go home with one at this point in her career. So that is a good call by you. 2,800-point differential. Lauren Hope really doing well in her matchup, staying on top, making sure that she finds a way to come away with this win and wants the Sass Buck Hunters to really have a good first-round performance.
That's right. As we take a moment here, we got to shout out Andy Lynn with his win over Scott Marshall. At least he's up over Scott Marshall by 7K. It's coming down to a 5th sight. Andy Lynn, the Big Buck Ninja, the Big Buck Ninja Award named after him for all that he's done for this community. The only player who's been to all 18 Big Buck World Championships. An amazing human being. He's going to win that matchup most likely. Meanwhile, Lauren Hope continuing to run away with this one. If we could change it up, I'd love to watch game 1. We got ourselves a close one in game number 1.
Game number 1 continuing on here. It looks like Nathan and Tim are trying to get this site going, and Tim will find the first 2 buffs. Now 1 over to Nathan. That's going to be looking to make 2. Now 3-1. Doe out there, and that'll be a 4-1 sweep in favor of Tim Am over Nathan Boyer as he takes a 4,000-point lead going into their next site.
Yeah, that's big for Tim Am. Nathan Boyer, part of the Scotty Snipers from Taylor Falls, Minnesota, who plays in the basement bar with the Gartner brothers. 9th place in a world championship, so we know he's capable of clawing back here against Tim Am.
And the head of the Kings of the Weekend getting ready to start his matchup, Cody Sloan versus Andy Miko in game 2. Nathan, though, looking to try to get a couple of bucks in his favor, but Tim's going to find 2. Won't be able to find the third there. It's going to be 2-2, and that will continue Tim Am in the lead in that matchup.
Yeah, Tim's running away with it. From St. Louis, plays at the Pink Galleon, not part of a hunting party. I think he's solo. Doesn't have anyone else from St. Louis, I believe, that comes with him. He is a lone wolf and has improved year over year in these world championships. 38th place is his best finish, looking to improve upon that here. And Tim giving Nathan Boyer a chance to come back here.
Nathan with 4 to his name, looking for 5, and he does find it. That's going to be 5 in favor of Nathan Boyer. He crawls back into this one, 1,400-point differential.
Meanwhile, Lauren Hope does take the win over Mikolaj Nemirsky. Meanwhile, Mikolajewski, not to be confused with Mikolaj Nemirsky. I'm probably pronouncing all of these wrong. Andy's like my boy. I love that guy. He sends me a Christmas card every year, and I still can't pronounce his last name.
Sorry. Sometimes you don't have to pronounce the last name right to know that there's love in the heart for the other person, but that's going to be Andy Miko, $5 to 1. The Kings of the Weekend, the king himself of that hunting party with a great first or second sight there. I believe that was their second sight. Cody Sloan trailing by about 3,300.
And there you have it. Nathan Boyer brings it back after being down for 3 sights, and he has the lead now going into the bonus round over Tim Am. It was his to lose.
So here we are, game 1 into a bonus round. Tim Am has to come away with a big victory here. He's got to get a ton of these critters against his opponent, Nathan Boyer. First sight of the bonus round getting ready to happen. It's going to be the Midway Monster Madness, and here we go. Early on in this one, 6-8. Tim Am trying to crawl back into this one as they head to the Ducks.
Yeah, Tim needs to win this by at least 10 to 15 critters, or bonus critters here. And Nathan Boyer's doing a good job just holding on. As long as Nathan Boyer loses by, or wins by at least a few, he will walk away with the victory here with a comeback fashion.
Early in this one, Nathan Boyer. Late game here, 23-23 for just a moment, but this is going to be Tim Am, 29-28. That will not be enough, I believe. I believe Tim Am is going to fall to Nathan Boyer, even with a very valiant bonus round performance.
Yeah, congratulations to Nathan Boyer. Claws back in that one. Tim Am, we'll see you in the reload round. You see the fans loving it, the crowd loving it, here live from Nashville, Tennessee, at the inaugural BuckFest. It's a party, it's a celebration, and by the way, we're giving away $125,000 for the Big Buck Hunter 18th World Championship. Let's jump into game number 4 if we can. Chris Tresso, one of my favorite human beings, my lifelong Flip Cup partner during the game breaks, is currently winning.
I mean, he's going to probably have to help you here soon. I don't know when that Flip Cup game break's coming, but when it does, you're going to have to be up on that stage defending your title as it's 3-3. Chris Tresso, Chad Wilson. Chris is going to dough out. Chad is going to pick up the dangerous trophy, and that will claw Chad back into this one, but not a lot. 4,000-point differential. This is our last 2 matchups of round 1. Andy Miko dominating in his, will wrap his up. Chris Tresso can find a way to wrap his up as well and put himself in a driver's seat situation to win it if he gets a good final sight here.
Yeah, all Chris Tresso has to do is not dough out here. Even if he picks up 1 or 2 bucks, he'll walk away with a huge lead going into the bonus. And no! Chad Wilson says, how about I dough out? Chris Tresso will have a chance. No, he does out too! But either way, it's not going to matter. 5,000-point lead is too much to come back from if you're Chad Wilson. So congratulations to Chris Tresso. He will advance. Meanwhile, Andy Miko with a dominant win over Cody Sloan. He's throwing up strong to start.
That'll be the final 2 games wrapping up here in round 1 as we head into the bonus round. On both of them, critters are about to be taken out for both situations. Andy Miko will win his in dominant fashion, up almost 10,000 points. Meanwhile, Chris Tresso, all he's got to do is wrap things up, and John, round 1 will officially be finished. The reload bracket has already started to be filled up in this situation, so it will be a ton of players having to come back tomorrow morning to fight for their lives but we have oh so many more matches left to go tonight.
That's right. 64 players advance to winners bracket round 2. 64 get sent to the reload round, where they'll have a chance to come back tomorrow to compete and claw their way back to a championship, potentially. Chris Tresso advances in this one. Congratulations to him. And man, what a start it was, Colin. Round 1 had some great matches.
A ton of good matches, a lot of great names going out and showing out why they're in the positions they are. Not a lot of upsets, but that's exactly what you expect. You don't see a ton of upsets in these early rounds, but boy, as the names start to find themselves in the bottom bracket, we will get a couple.
And it's time for one of my favorite parts of this event. It's our first game break of the weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and throw it over to Mike Colesworthy for our first game break.
Crowd favorite. It's a little game we like to call Flip Cup. Now I have a little idea. First of all, for those of you that didn't go to college, Flip Cup is a relay style race. We move from the outside in here at the World Championship. But of course we need 2 teams to go against each other. Each of the members of those teams is going to finish half a beer. They're going to set that cup small side on the edge of the table, and with a swift flick of the wrist, send it flying and landing onto the big side. All right, so here's the idea. Can I get a little microphone volume? All right, here's the idea. So at the beginning of this event, I was gifted some amazing shirts. We've got your boy's an honorary Scotty Sniper. But of course, there's also the 7th Street Slayers. Now, I think there's really only one appropriate way to bury this beef. Let me get Amy from the 7th Street Slayers. And it's got, come on up. Number 1 fan of my game breaks across all of the years. Thank you so much for joining me. I need you to recruit your finest Scotty snipers to join you. Who do you trust here? Chelsea.
Hubby?
Hey, Boyer, this is Flip Cup,
Nate?
right? Yeah? All right, you good?
Nate. All right, come on up, Nate. And...
No, hubby.
It's gonna be.
Where's your Scotty Sniper shirt?
There it is. I was hoping there was something under that. Okay, good. Scotty Snipers are settled up here. 7th Street Slayers. We're missing a Slayer? How could that be? 7th Street Slayers, where are you? I know y'all roll deep.
Oh, I guess we got 4.
You got 4? All right, let's do this. All right, as I said, we start from the outside and move in. You're not going to get started until I say so. First team to complete the flip will win an incredible prize pack from our friends at Greenbrier Distillery. And it will be presented by the lovely Jordan. Thank you, Jordan. Okay, are we ready? I'm gonna put outside working in. All right, are we good? Ready, go! Kefalukos nails it in 1.
Oh, Boyer's got 1 down.
Oh, we're 1-1, baby. Focus. It's got to be just right. Breathe, take your time. A little too much. Oh, so close. There we go. We're 2 over here.
We got it.
Jimmy's made an absolute mess. Really focused on that flip. Come on. Come on, 7th Street. There we go. 3.
They're on the anchor.
3. It's coming
We're
down
on the anchor.
Snipers! Can't even bring it home! The Scotty Snipers have declared Midwestern dominance. Scotty Snipers, congratulations. I wish we had time, Kefalukos. You'll be back. All right. Scotty Snipers, congratulations. We have some beautiful prizes for you from our friends, like I said, at Greenbrier, Nelson's Greenbrier Distillery. If you haven't yet, be sure to check out the Whiskey Wagon. Thank you for joining us. Let's get back into it.
Now go get yourself a cold fashioned from Greenbrier. Celebrate. All right, we're going to get this mess cleaned up, and we're going to move on to round 2. Go ahead and get your Keystone Light, use the bathroom, get ready to go.
And welcome back, everybody, from our first game break of the competition. My name is John, also known as Fallout, joined alongside Colin. I'm a part-time commentator, part-time Flip Cup enthusiast. It was a valiant effort.
You got gypped. They didn't let you pick your team.
You saw that, right? You saw that, right?
I've never in my life seen somebody
They call me Johnny One Flip. Johnny, I had one flip and done.
Ridiculous.
I wanted Chris Tresso. Me and Chris Tresso dominated last night. I digress. But look, next year we'll get him back. I was back-to-back champion. You can't win them all, Colin.
I mean, you can. That's the difference. If they let you have your squad, you can win them all. That's the problem I got.
My man. Hey, I appreciate the gas, but hey, you win as a team.
You and the 1972 Dolphins. That's it. That's the only 2 undefeateds in my book.
Undefeated teams. And the 86 Bears, not undefeated, but undefeated in my heart. Nonetheless, a good match. I mean, look, it came down to the wire. Fourth player versus the 4th player. They just barely had us. But look, someone that maybe knows a thing or two about Flip Cup, I don't know. I'd love to play Flip Cup with Omar. But Omar Jimenez is ready for another little segment. Let's go ahead and throw it over to Omar.
And I am with Mr. Andy Miko and the entire crew here. Say what up to the... Cruising for the weekend, needs no introduction. How you feeling right now?
Pretty good.
You are a perennial name. You know what night 1 is like and what it takes to get things going for day 2. What is your advice to those playing, and what is on your mind right now?
I mean, as soon as you get through game 1, just, I don't know, have another beer and go.
Have another beer and go. Wise words. For those that are watching for the first time, how would you explain what this event is and how you actually gathered a crew like this to come?
Whew, that's a tough one to explain.
You get the big questions on the stream.
Yeah, you should have given me these earlier. Unlike anything else. I don't know, like who puts this together? BuckFest? I get to hang out with all these guys? And all these guys? I mean, it couldn't be a better group of people. And a better 2 days.
How are you feeling? You've been to this event when they've been in all these different cities. First impressions of Nashville. I don't know if you've been here before, but first impressions of Nashville for Buck.
I'm digging it. I'm going to be here for a while. You'll see me on stage for quite a while these 2 days.
Amazing. And last thing I'll ask is, where is everybody all coming from? Is this all the same spot?
We got a lot of Brooklyn, we got some Michigan, we got some in the South, we got one from France.
France. Hey, get France over here. Get France over here. Yeah, all right. Monsieur, how are you feeling? How did you end up here in Nashville?
Through him, I would say.
Yeah?
Yes, but...
What are your impressions of what is happening up on stage right now? Do you even know what's going on?
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
No translates to English very well. I think everybody understands that. How did you even figure out that this was the place that you were going to be? What did Andy say to get you over here? Or what did your friends say? What did they tell you were coming to?
Okay, they tell me that we will have just fun and that's it.
Merci beaucoup, monsieur. Yeah, a bientôt. Yeah, see, all right, that's as much French as you're going to get. Andy, before we get this next round going, any words of encouragement or words of intimidation to your fellow shooters here?
Get another beer and go. I don't know. It's a Buck Hunter. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Appreciate you, buddy. Get another beer and go. That's it. Write that down. I'm talking to you guys. Write that down.
I got that. I'm writing it down as we speak. That's the new motto, Omar.
How do you spell beer?
Anything you got to do in life, get another beer and go when it comes to Big Buck Hunter. Shout out to Andy Miko and the entire Brooklyn crew. What are they? I'm blanking on their hunting party. Knights of the Week.
Kings of the Weekend.
Kings of the Weekend.
Kings of the Weekend.
With the cougar
the crown
scar.
on the scar. The
Sick
dangerous
logo.
trophy claw is what it
that's
is.
one of the coolest things. Take a look. I don't know if we can't zoom in, but take a look here, okay? I'm wearing this 7th Street, 6th or 7th Street, I always mess that up. 7th Street Slayers jacket. I just played on their team and I messed that up. And then if you come to the Big Buck Hunter events, you get stickers, patches, T-shirts. I have like 7 T-shirts from all types of different communities. That's what's one of the best things about it, these micro communities that form all around the nation. You heard it from Miko right there. The Kings of the Weekend, one of the best ones we have in Big Buck.
One of the best crews we have, another one of the best crews we have is the Sask Buck Hunters, and one of their big-time players, Abby Rutko, is in Game 5 right now, fighting up against Cindy Wright. This is infighting almost because they claim the Albertans in that crew. As you can see, Chris Exberger, the #1 overall seed, getting ready to play as well in Game 4. Jason Brulette, you can see Chris Lennon, all of them getting ready to start off their campaign with Bo Herrig down big in his matchup to Dave H. in Game 1.
Yeah, I agree with you. That Abby Rutko versus Cindy Wright matchup is a great one. We'll jump to that Game 5 as soon as we possibly can. Abby currently with a lead over Cindy Wright, but we know Cindy Wright can shoot.
Cindy can turn this thing around quick as a hiccup. Bad second sight for her. Does out. Coming into this one, Abby finds the first. Cindy does out again. And that is a big-time hit to her confidence as she has to take a breath, reset, and get back into this next sight.
Yeah, Cindy Wright, fun fact about her, she's read more books this year than any other year. She hit her goal of 75 books in September and hasn't backed down. Her goal is 120 now. That's insane. Shout out to Cindy, a big reader. Dating the Big Buck Hunter champion, Adam Holm, a great human being as well. Meanwhile, Abby Rutko started competing in 2019. She's seen Beyonce twice on tour, slays at karaoke, and she beat Adam Holm on Zombie Deer once, is her claim to fame.
Hell yeah. All right, look, you got to take it where you can get it in this matchup here, and you can see Abby Rutko with 3 to her name, Cindy with only 1. Cindy needing to find a second, won't be able to get it. And John, this is a 6,000-point differential. I don't know if you can come back with this in this amount of sights you got left, with the amount of points you got left as well. We got to kind of take a look around here. Chris Lennon in his matchup is only up about 1,000. Meanwhile, Chris Exberger with 3 bucks in that sight and a doe out. I'm going to take a look at some of these scores. Chris Exberger up just a little bit. Jason Brulette up a little bit. So we have some close games, and we have some games that are getting out of hand early in the second round.
Yeah. We got ourselves another doe out from Cindy Wright. So Abby's going to run away with this one. I mean, let's switch on over if we can to game number 4. Collins says 4. I'm going to follow his lead.
#1 overall seed in the tournament, Chris Exberger, is on his campaign here. Finds 1, finds 2, looking for 3, will get it to go. And this could be the sight that sets him apart. This could be where he garners a decent amount of points and a big-time lead. Only 1,300 points to his lead, though, after that sight, John.
Yeah, Chris Exberger with the lead over Robert Morgan right now. Look, Chris is an interesting story. He's the most dominant single gun player in the world. I mean, of all time. He is the GOAT. #1 seed basically every year. Top skill-based player every single year. Chris Exberger from Manhattan Beach, California. He puts up over 3 million points a year, which is insane. But it doesn't always translate to live competition. Single player is so much different than the head-to-head. Will this be a breakout year for Chris Exberger, who has so much talent on the gun?
Well, he got 4th place last year. It only translated finally for him last year. I think it was the first gun he ever received was last year's 4th place men's trophy. 5,800 to 2,600. This is a good first round for him. He needs to get going early. He needs to be a little bit more confident in his skills. Let's see if he can continue this campaign here. Abby Rutko wraps things up against Cindy Wright, though, 14,000 to 8,000.
Bo Herrig, who had a breakout years ago, currently down to Dave Hanna. It's another big update for y'all, but right now let's stick on with Chris Exberger and Robert Morgan. Robert Morgan, a rookie coming from Sask Buck Hunters. See if he can put up a fight against the #1 seed.
In this sight, that's going to be 2 for Chris Exberger. Won't be able to find the 3rd or the 4th. Actually, 4 bucks missed in that sight. 4 bucks in total, so only 2 of them out of the 6 were shot in that sight. Moving into the next one, Chris Exberger with about 5,000 points in his favor. Meanwhile, as you take a look around, Matthew Garver, Nicholas Sinadinos getting ready to play. Then Trevor Gardner and Chris Light getting ready to start things off on game 1. But we are still here with Chris Exberger in his matchup, down 1 buck to none. Now he does out, and this could be the comeback round, the comeback sight. If he cannot settle his tea kettle here, that is going to be a 4,000-point differential because his opponent, Robert Morgan, did not take advantage.
Meanwhile, a couple updates. Chris Lennon over John Duncan by 5K points. Jason Brulette up 4K points to Adam Chapman. We got Matthew Garver versus Nicholas Sinadinos coming up. That'll be a good one. Trevor Gartner starts up his matchup against Chris Light.
Here we are in the bonus round. Chris Exberger, all he's got to do is stay a head-to-head, match up a little bit here, and he will come away with a victory. So I think we should move on over to game number 1 because I believe Trevor Gartner had a terrible sight number 1 and is down big early in his matchup.
And we got to jump to game 1 if we can because I think this matchup is going to be over. Exberger is going to take the win. Switching over to game 1 if we can. Trevor Gartner, again, high expectations for him. 4-time Big Buck World Champion, down by 3,000 points right now in this matchup.
Sight number 2 here. Trevor finds the first, looking for a critter, gets it to go for his opponent, Chris Light. Now Trevor finds the second buck. There's one finally for Chris. Trevor finds the third, looking for 4. Won't be able to get it. They got to get knotted up with Chris Light. Was Trevor's early distance points enough to get it back into this?
And no, it wasn't. No, because Chris had even more distance points. So those that don't know, if you're watching from home, you get points based on a variety of factors. Distance of the shot. So the further away the buck, the more points you get. And of course, you get better points for headshots or heart shots, which are one-shot kills. Those things make a big difference. Most important factor, though, again, is the distance and how many bucks you pick up. Those critters also give you an extra 50 or 100 points per critter.
And Chris, again, 2 bucks to Trevor's none. Chris is doing everything he can to win against this world champion, this all-time great in Trevor Gartner, but 3 bucks back to back to back for Trevor, and bonus coming in now. Dangerous trophy over to Chris Light, and that will continue to keep Chris Light in the lead in this one, 2,000 over Trevor Gartner.
Yeah, that's a good comeback round for Trevor. I believe Trevor did claw back a little bit there with a little bit of a lead. Nice job right there from Trevor Gartner. Again, down by 2.6K points right now. 2 more sights left in this matchup. He's got to fight back. This is a great one. Chris Light from Portland, Oregon, plays at Tom's Bar. Might be upsetting one of the greatest of all time to ever do it.
2 sights to go here as they both ready up here as the action's getting ready to pop off here. Trevor finds the first, and a doe out here from Chris. Trevor has to just settle it up. He has to find every buck to go. He's got 4, 2 more to go. Looking for 5, gets it, and lets that 6th one get all the way into the back, and finds him finally. Trevor Gartner odds up and finds himself in the lead here.
He takes the lead in the last sight. This is why you can never count out Trevor Gartner. Ice in his veins. Obviously benefited from the doe out right there, but it's all going to come down to a bonus round. Trevor does have a good fast shot. I don't know about Chris Light's shot. Sorry, I lied. We have 1 more sight.
1 more sight to go. Chris finds 2. Trevor's going to find 1, looking to knot it up. No, that's going to be Chris Light with 3. Chris Light looking for 4 to try to get this thing to go in his basket, but that's going to be Trevor matching him 3 for 3. 300 points separate these 2 gentlemen.
So it is indeed going to go down to the bonus round. You see the stress right now from the Gartner contingent, the Scotty snipers all supporting. They won in Flip Cup. Can he take that energy for a win here in the Pigeon Park bonus?
Pigeon's going to be flying all over the place as well as these shots. So let's see if he can come away with a victory here as it's 5-5, 6-5, 6-6 as we move into sight number 2. 9-7. Trevor's got to find a way to stay ahead of his opponent or match him entirely in order to win this one.
Chris Light fights back. Trevor had the lead, but Trevor maintains. All Trevor has to do is win this bonus, and he'll take the dub, and he's going to do it. Trevor Gartner clutches up in the 4th quarter, much like those Green Bay Packers I'm sure he loves, and they take the win here. What a fight. Kudos to Chris Light.
From the depths of despair, Trevor finds a way to come back. 1 doe out can shift your entire matchup, your entire tournament on a single sight. Matthew Garver up 3,000 over Nicholas Sinadinos, though, in game number 5. I think we jump into that.
Yeah, it's a great matchup. Game 5 and Game 4, both phenomenal ones. We're starting here, though, with Nicholas Sinadinos from Illinois originally. I believe now lives in Arizona. I always call him the Greek Freak of the Big Buck Hunter. Debuted 3 years ago as a rookie with a really good performance, but since then has had some solid performances. Last year, he lost in a heartbreak where he doed out a few times and couldn't hold on.
Melinda Van Humison is up in her match in game number 4 as we head to the Pigeon Park bonus. Nicholas has to go absolutely massive to be able to win that, but we are live with game number 4 with Melinda Van Humison, the godmother of Big Buck, as they move into their 4th out of 5 sights. This is a zombie buck sight, I believe. One comes out, two goes again. Now looking for three, but that's going to be a dough out from Melinda.
Yeah, that's right. Opportunity now for Nicholas Zimmerman. Again, tough one. It's a Buckzilla round. Need to get headshots. They're only going to pick up 2. Meanwhile, Andre Rivas, former 2019 champion, defeated Charlie Gartner. So not both the Gartner brothers will have all the good luck. You see Charlie on screen right there. He did get taken out to one of the greats, and Andre Rivas, meanwhile, great matchup. Melinda up by 800 to Nicholas Zimmerman.
See where we go here with the next sight. Final sight for Melinda and Nicholas as well. And I think Melinda just has to have a decent sight here to try to match this thing up, knot this thing up going into their bonus round. See if they can come away with it here. Final sight chosen, as well as the dangerous trophy will be on the prowl. Early in this one, Nicholas will find one. Melinda looking to answer back. There it is. It's going to be 2 for Nicholas. Melinda finds one herself. Looking to make it 2-2. She gets it to go. 2 more bucks on the board. 3-3. Dangerous trophy coming out.
Yeah, Nicholas got a long-range buck right there. Oh, a quick snipe from Melinda on the dangerous trophy is going to make the difference there. She will maintain and grow that lead. Nicholas Zimmerman, a rookie from Del Rapids, South Dakota, looking to make some noise in his rookie debut over a vet.
Over a vet, won't be able to find anything just yet, as he looks like he's going to go down in round 2 to the godmother of Big Buck, Melinda Van Humesen, as the pigeons will fly out. And John, I think we're going to have an interesting matchup here. 2 good longtime friends, Jamie Rundle, Dave Schaefer. They're getting ready to match up in game number 5 as we wrap this one up here between Melinda Van Humesen and Nicholas. That will be all in favor of Melinda Van Humesen.
Yeah, Melinda's going to take the win there. Meanwhile, Dave Schaefer and Jamie Rundle is going to be a great matchup.
And John, I think there's a chance we're about to get joined by an absolute legend in the community. Mr. Dave Snipes has now joined the desk.
What's up, everybody?
We love to see it. Welcome, Dave Snipes, everybody to the desk for the first time. How you doing, brother?
Doing very well.
Are you still going to commit to this act? We've been roasting your accent all broadcast.
Oh, come on now. I'm getting it from Colin here.
I said that you moved to North Carolina. It was gonna come out eventually. There's a little bit in there.
Yeah, but now I'm back in Chicago, so where's it coming from now?
Hey, it's still Carolina.
It's gotten 80% stronger since you jumped on the desk now. It's just
I think it's like
it's the vibe. It's the vibe, baby.
He's
all
putting
right?
it off.
I think I have to leave. You good luck.
See you, Yankee.
All right, you take yourself a little break.
Yankee.
All right. He doesn't know shit.
He don't, not at all.
All right, which game are we going to watch?
Look, we just got through with a good one, but I think Jamie Rundle and Dave Schaefer is a big-time game to watch. Jamie Rundle in Game 5, up $3 to 1 over Dave Schaefer here in this site, and it looks like he's going to get 4-1 with the Dangerous Trophy popping out here shortly, but that will go over to Dave Schaefer.
Well, you know what? He's here to play, right? He's the past champ, and he wants to repeat. We haven't had a repeat in a few years, so he hasn't played on stage yet as a bye. This is his first game. He got to skip round 1.
Well, I told him, I said, when we're watching on our monitors, when your name pops up, even though you got to buy, your name pops up, it circles it in gold and just says you're a winner. And he goes, it's just a replay from last year. It's just used to doing that. Gave me a good chuckle over there at the bar. Jamie Rundle finds the first one, now the second. 4 more bucks on the board to be picked up by either player. And that looks like an answer from Dave Schaefer, but instead it's a dough out as he gets a little overzealous, and Jamie Rundle will dominate this site.
You cleaned him out. You just can't dough out. You cannot dough out.
I mean, that's the story right now. We were talking about that going into round 2. The nerves are going to get ratcheted up a little bit. You might try to get a quick fire shot off early and find yourself in the back seat watching your opponent play the rest of the round.
You go for that deep one, or you just make a little mistake. And you're playing the champ, so sometimes you got to play a little aggressive.
Got to try to take a risk. Meanwhile, over in Game 1, Philip Beaupre does take out Chris Burgess, 11,000 to 8,000, so that will wrap up game number 1. Meanwhile, Jamie Rundle is looking to put a bow on this Christmas gift, and it is just a big old lump of coal for Dave Schaefer as he's now down 8,000 points in his matchup. Looking around at some of our others, just starting in game number 4. Let's jump over there so we can get some action going on our screens of maybe a closer matchup, as I believe we were only in the second sight with Mr. Sean Stafford knot things up against Gary Pilley.
Now, you know what Sean Stafford likes to do, right?
Drink a beer and dough out.
Drink a beer and dough out. He did it in round 1, but he made it through.
Well, right now, Garrett's trying to make sure he doesn't make it through in this one. Up by 1,100, Garrett, he's building his own little community up there in Idaho. Do you love to hear that?
Yeah, well, Garrett told me a story about this. Is the third version of their rivalry here. And 3 years ago, Garrett played Jacqueline, and there was a loss there. Last year, he put Sean Stafford out, in the first round, and now they're playing again.
So it's basically a rubber match. Garrett Pilley versus the Stafford family.
And he's up Pilley, you just cleaned him out again. There's the dough. I told you, there's the dough.
He's got to stop doing that. I don't think that's a great strategy out of Sean Stafford.
You know, it really isn't. I'm surprised he hasn't learned by now, but he just hasn't.
I don't know if anybody's told him. That's the problem. Somebody's got to tell him.
I wrote a song about it.
Okay.
I literally put it in a song. He's not listening.
Yeah, but can he listen? Like, can he actually understand what you were saying?
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I need to have a sidebar with him.
I was going to say, your accent was thinking that song, baby.
I was trying to be country.
It was good. I loved it. I was singing along over here. I didn't know what words were going to come out of your mouth, but I was singing along anyway.
It's my Nashville, you know? I'm down in Nashville.
Hell yeah, baby. Welcome to the South. 3-3 and a dangerous trophy, though, going over to Garrett Pilley. 5,000-point differential. This will be another dominant performance, but meanwhile, Cody McDonald sends George Robertson to the reload bracket.
Let's look at game 2 here. This is a huge matchup. We got Fed, number 2 seed, getting on stage for the first time against Alex Darrow. Darrow hasn't been here in a few years, but he's a past champ. He's got the chops. 2012, I think. No, 2010. I think it was a while ago.
15 years ago.
It was a while ago.
The third one. It was the third one. And this is 18.
Yeah. So it's been a while, and he comes and goes. He'll take a break, and he'll come back. But this is a big matchup, 2 heavyweights.
Yeah, 2 heavyweights indeed. I wonder, I didn't get a chance to ask Federico, but I would have loved to ask him how he felt about that curveball of seeing a bonus round he hadn't seen all year.
Well, the first thing that I saw him do was take out his phone and start to film the bonus round so that he could go back to his seat and memorize it.
God bless that man and everything that he does. Here we go with a first sight in game number 2. Let's swap over to there as Garrett Pilley has wrapped this one up against Sean Stafford. Federico finds 2. Alex finds 2. Now Federico with a third. Knotted up with Alex. 3-3. This one is going to be tight.
I told you, this is a good match.
Only about 400 points are separating these 2 players. Federico Reed needs to find some of those down and distance bucks. It's another thing we've talked about a lot today. Those early shots might get you a couple hundred, but if you can get those late stage bucks in the back, that's really going to set you apart.
Yeah, I mean, you know, some people ignore critters altogether. Some people just say, you know what, I'm going for those bucks. I'm going to look for the deep shot. Others can snipe those ones.
Here we go. Federico finds the first one, finds the second here. I believe it's a zombie buck round as well. Zombie-zilla, Buckzilla. 4 bucks for Federico Reed. Dangerous trophy. Goes over to Alex, though. Goes over to Alex.
That's some big points because he hit that thing deep, too.
Hit it deep, so it keeps him within about 2,200 points. And Federico Reed, going into Site 3, has got to love his chances here against the former world champion. Fed's one of those guys that he's got to stay positive. He's got to stay on that roll because once he gets in between his ears, it's all over.
Absolutely. But you know what? It's never over for Fed once it gets to the bonus round. The man is an animal on those bonus rounds.
He's his own version of a Buckzilla on a bonus round. 3-2, though. Alex Darrow trying to get this last one, but he's going to toe out. Fed won't be able to find it. So 3-2. Alex Darrow claws back in a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Not enough to really put him in that driver's seat, in that position to win it in the bonus round. Especially, you got to have that lead against Fed.
You have to have a huge lead going into the bonus. Oh wait, no, we got 2 more. We got 2 more
sites.
All right. So he's got it. I mean, honestly, you got to hope for a dough out with Fed. That's what you got to hope for right now. And I'm not hoping for it, but Alex is hoping for it.
Alex is indeed hoping for it. He finds a critter. He finds 2 bucks. Fed's going to answer back with 2 of his own. Now a third and the fourth. Federico Reed took the best punch that Alex had early in that round with 2 quick does and said, nuh-uh, not today.
And that's exactly what you're talking about, right? He just has to stay within himself. Alex took a quick lead. He could have very easily got down on himself and tried to do something a little bit more aggressive. He stayed within himself and knocked him down.
Absolutely perfect. Love those shots out of him. Here we go into the final sight early in this one. Federico Reed doesn't find the early. He finds the secondary. Alex finds 1. Fed finds 2. Now 3. And Alex Darrow looks like he is staring down a reload bracket run because Federico Reed is not going to give up 5,000 points in a bonus round. I tell you that much.
Zero chance. Sorry, Alex. See you tomorrow.
Who do we got going on in the other games here? Emmy Keenan and Derek King are in the middle of their matchup on game 4. So let's hop over there, see how that one's going after they wrap up this site. 4 going over to Mr. King, though, and he is
Well, he needed that, though. He needed that.
Big round for him.
Look at
Big
that.
sight for him.
He was down. I mean, he was down by almost 4,000 right before that round.
And Emmy didn't find any points in that one. No critters whatsoever in that either. So that is a huge round for him. Game 3, though, Andrew Moskowitz in a bonus round that will define this game. We got to go to Game 3. They're within a striking distance of one another as we go to the Pigeon Park bonus round. Let's take a look here. Who comes out on top?
Now, Moskowitz did take last year off, so let's see if that affects his accuracy here on these bonuses.
11, 13 to 9, 13 to 10, 16, 12 here as we finish that secondary site. Moving over to another park bench here with Pappy. He's going to be surrounded by pigeons, but I don't believe it's going to be enough just yet. Let's see if he can come away with a victory as the points total will tally. Andrew Moskowitz will come away with that victory.
Maybe he'd taken time off last year to practice, huh?
Julianne Jones, meanwhile, in Game 5 does go down to Evan Foley, so a big first round win for Julianne. She goes down in a second.
Julianne's an interesting one. She is a very unassuming player. Sometimes her A game is better than most, and sometimes it's just off, but sometimes it's that one loss that just gets her going. Yeah. So we'll just have to see tomorrow if she's able to bring it back.
I love the off-season story I heard from her and her husband. They went to a winners finals against each other. Phil knocks her down. She has to go through the buzzsaw that was Jordan Klassen, and then she just loses the second time to Jordan. I said, did you not threaten him with sleeping on the couch or anything? You didn't take none of your chances?
Well, Jordan Klassen is an animal too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, the diaper dandy, baby. Emmy Keenan here against Derek King, knotted up going into that secondary position on the Pigeon Park bonus. Moving into the final one, Emmy is up by 2, needs to sustain this lead here, and we will see who comes away with a victory between Emmy Keenan and Derek King.
This is my favorite part, just watching the score roll up. You just don't know who it's going to be. You got to wait. Oh my goodness!
400 points separate Emmy Keenan from a loss, and she moves on. Derek King heads to the reload bracket.
Oh man, when you're up on stage and you're just right there with them watching this happen, you could just feel the tension and feel the emotions from them pouring out while they're waiting for that score to roll up.
Can't cut it with a butter knife, need something like a butcher knife to get through that tension on stage, waiting for those points to finish rolling. Patrick Heelan is up by about 1,000 on Jaron Anderson in game number 1.
And like I said this on stage too, Jaron Anderson was at the very first World Championship 18 years ago. One of 24 players that showed up there, and he's still out here competing. He doesn't make it every year, but he's back.
And Patrick goes out here, so it's a chance for Jaron to come into this, but he's only going to find one buck, doesn't even find a second. So Patrick will maintain his lead and build it a little bit because Jaron couldn't take advantage of the dough out.
See, that's a tricky round right there. Once you get somebody to dough out and you don't take advantage of it, I mean, the momentum can swing.
So let's see what Jaron and Patrick do coming into this next site. Can Jaron come away with a big sight to get over Patrick?
Hey, welcome back, my friend.
Thank you so much. I can hear you, John.
I cannot hear you.
Audio issues. We'll get that solved tomorrow. But we're back. The TriCast is fantastic. This is great.
Your voice is beautiful now that I can hear you. I've missed it.
It's a beautiful thing when technology works. Gentlemen, catch me up. What's going on?
We're looking at game 1 here. Pat Heelan's got a pretty decent lead over Jaron.
Massive.
It was a little bit close for a minute, but I think he's ready to pull away or go into the bonus round.
And you stop with the crazy accent. That's the one reason.
Oh, wait a minute. I forgot about that. Here we go now.
Don't make me take off this mic again.
Hey, what's going on? There's an Australian playing out here somewhere over on game 3.
Matthew Richards. Let's go to game 3, see what Matt Richards from Australia. He's traveled a long way. Let's get him some time on stream.
By my calculations, it's like 2 p.m. in Australia right now. I made that up. I might be right. So Will Bromley, the crew, may be watching their guy Matt Richards trying to hold it down for the Aussies.
Oh, he's got a little bit of work to do here, though. Got 2 sites left.
2 sites at $2,000. That ain't nothing.
There's one.
Yeah, here we go. This is a big one. Matt Richards needs to go big.
It's a big one when he does out. It is a big one when he does out.
It was a big one. A big, sad one. So unfortunately for Matt Richards, the lead of Adam Gaswell is going to continue. Meanwhile, Shelby Wynn has been a breakout sensation in this competition. If we can switch on over to game 2, Shelby has the lead over Jason Cupp.
Yeah, and Shelby's one of the 6 people from St. Pete's.
Yeah,
that's pretty amazing. Last year, Katie came and had such a great time, came back, brought all her friends this year.
Awesome.
We love to see it.
And they're succeeding. 2 people from St. Pete's.
It's amazing.
Yeah, unbelievable. 2 people from St. Pete's getting round 1 wins, and Shelby's continuing to rock here against Jason Cobb.
Yeah, and Jason's been here before. It's not like he's a newbie.
That's right. Crazy story. You see the friends and family watching from the St. Pete's crew. Let's jump into the bonus round. It all comes down to this. Shelby with a chance to close it out, Colin.
Shelby with a chance to close it out as we've got 3 little areas for these pigeons to post up here, and Shelby needs to get a few of them because Jason early in this one takes the lead 6-4.
Yeah, it's a good start for Jason. As long as Shelby can maintain a close distance to Jason, she'll get the win here.
Yeah, even if he beats her by just 1 or 2.
Yeah, and it looks like she's doing a great job of exactly that. Ladies and gentlemen, Shelby Wing continues. Schwing is what she goes by. Schwing. Continues to rock and roll. She gets the win and rolls right into round number 3.
By 1,000.
Bradley Gartner down to Michael Pfeffer, 3,000 points. Meanwhile, the buzzsaw that is Jordan Klassen is taking somebody else to Klassen, up 7,000 in his matchup.
That's what he does, man. This guy is a machine. I saw him play at the Minnesota tournament. I did not see him play at the Canadian tournament, but he won them both.
If you can switch over
played good
to game 1. I'd like to watch game 1 here.
Played good then.
That is good.
He has played good. Yeah,
winning is good.
He's won every regional this year. He is honestly, he's the favorite to win this entire competition.
I think so, honestly. Coming off that loss from last year, it was very disheartening for him losing in the semifinals like that. He's definitely back to win.
Alexis Murphy on your screen against Janelle Hanna. 2,000 point differential in their matchup in game number 1. Alexis Murphy, she has to find a way to come back into this one as they move into the 3rd site. A couple of a bow gun site left for them as well, and I believe a Buckzilla there in site number 3.
And as we're loading in here, tell us a little bit about Alexis Murphy. She's been doing it for a while.
She's been here for a very long time. She's owned the past ladies champion. She's got her own gun trophy. She's been doing it for a long time. She's originally from New York and moved down to Atlanta, and she's building up a community down there. She's got people that she's bringing. Annette Robinson being one of them, came to her first time last year. This year, she was one of had the most amount of plays out of anybody.
I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping that you talking about her would just like manifest a great round. It didn't work.
Oh, I'm sorry, Alexis.
But you can't really blame you because she's going up against Janelle Baume from, not Janelle Baume, one of the Janelles.
Hanna.
Yeah, Janelle Hanna from Saskatchewan as well. Everyone up there, they have so much practice against each other.
Here's the thing, that's what it is. Once you play against people that are really good, you're going to get better.
Yeah. That's exactly right.
That's what Drew said before the start of the tournament. I said, Drew, how do you feel about this? He goes, Colin, I play Lauren Hope every day.
Speaking of Drew Baldock, he's going up against Andrew.
I told you.
Wow, what a match.
And then Andy Lynn versus Jacqueline Stafford, the New Yorkers, the Brooklyn Crew OGs.
All right, y'all, this has been real fun, but I'm going to go ahead and get back up on stage so I can see these things in person.
Yes,
go right ahead, baby.
All right.
Shout out to Dave. What's your official title now, by the way, Dave?
Master of Ceremonies.
Okay, he's the master of buckery. He also has a job title. He works for Play Mechanics again. We don't know what that is. We're just going to call him the master of buckery.
I think Dave bucked around and got himself caught.
Dave is stuck. Can we come back to our camera here? Is this possible? This guy is attached. He's not allowed to leave the desk.
I know you guys love me, but you got to let me go.
I need a pair of scissors. Can
we get some scissors to the main stage, please?
My God.
Some scissors to the desk.
How did you do this?
Yeah, we don't know how it happened, but it happened. Let's jump into game 5, though, as he tries to untangle himself. I'll call the action. Drew Baldock, Andy White, the Pope from Wisconsin, and Baldock starts strong as Andy White's going to go out here in round 1.
That's going to be Drew Baldock coming up with a big site for him. They're going to be moving into, I believe, site number 3, 7,000 points on the board. Drew Baldock is looking down. They'll be moving into 3.
Oh, site 3. Yeah, you're right.
7,000 points on the board already for these guys. Moving into site number 3, 2 bow gun sites to go as well. So they find themselves really in the thick of things. Drew Baldock finds the early one. Andrew White looking for one to knot it up, and he does just so. Now looking for the down and distance. Drew Baldock is going to find 1, 2, now 3. Andrew's got to find an answer here, John.
Wow, Drew Baldock showing up strong just from north of the border. Andrew lives in Wisconsin, a little west as well. Saskatchewan. He is really one of the 2 reasons, alongside Lauren Hope, that community has exploded. One of the OGs has been competing for a long time. Drew Baldock, former champion in 2021, the first non-American to win a Big Buck Hunter championship ever, and he's showing why.
See what we can do here in the next site as they're getting ready to ratchet things up. Andrew White's going to find one. Drew looking to answer back, knots it up. Now going to that third buck across the backside. Andrew's going to find him. A couple of critters go over to Drew, but Andrew White going for the big points. Finds 5 bucks, and Drew does out. So Andrew White crawls back into a 500-point differential.
And look, that was an air of strategy, Colin. Drew Baldock got caught going for critters and missed a critical 1-2 far-range buck that Andy picked up instead because he prioritized bucks over critters. Look, at the end of the day, critters are great. Bucks over critters every single time. Big mistake for Drew Baldock there as Andy claws back.
Andy finds the first one. Andrew White finds the second one. Now looking for a third. He'll get that. No, he won't. That'll go over to Drew. Drew finds the elephant as well. Looking for this third one. That's going to go to Andrew. And the fourth to Andrew. He will have a lead going into the bonus round.
Wow. Look at this, Colin.
No, he won't have. Yeah, he'll have like an 8-point lead.
12
oh my
points
God.
separate these two. Colin can't do math. Maybe I was wrong too. But nonetheless, look how nervous the Scotty Snipers are watching their boy Andrew White. It comes down to the Pigeon Park bonus. Whoever wins this wins it all.
And you got to come away with two doves, 2 pigeons more than Andrew White if Drew Baldock wants to come away with a victory. But Andrew White in the lead right now. Drew Baldock tries to try to climb back into this one. Won't be able to do it just yet. Andrew White holding on to a lead. 17 apiece. Drew Baldock needs a victory. He's got it by 2. He's got it by 1. He's got it by 1.
Is it going to be enough is the question. It all comes down to the points. Oh my God, 100 points. Drew Baldock steals it, but barely. What a battle between these two titans.
But now there is a Terminator in the reload bracket. Andrew White, early to the bottom side of the bracket, is now in my eyes the Terminator. There is no one in that reload bracket that wants to see the Pope on Saturday or Sunday, I can tell you that much.
A couple other good matchups here. Andy Lynn versus Jacqueline Stafford. We'll give you the scores there as soon as we got them. Meanwhile, Nathan Boyer versus Lauren Hope. Game 1. We want to watch that one. Oh my God, Andy Lynn and Jacqueline Stafford. Andy Lynn barely beats Jacqueline Stafford by 200 points, takes the win. Let's jump into game 1 if we can. Lauren Hope and Nathan Boyer in a battle.
The big buck ninja survives by the skin of his teeth. Lauren Hope down to Nathan right now. She dode out. She had to take a breather. They're going to move into that next site, and Lauren Hope has to have a big sight or two here to come back into this.
Nathan Boyer. This would be considered, I mean, I don't know, it's hard to say it's an upset. This is a really even match. Both the best world championship finishes are 9th for both of them. So again, as even as it gets, Lauren Hope off to a great start here in this Caribou round.
Lauren Hope finds 2, looking for 3 here. Won't be able to get it. That's going to be knotted up. Now 3-2. Lauren Hope 4-2. Dangerous trophy will be coming out over the backside of those dunes, and Lauren finds that as well. Lauren Hope crawls back in and takes the lead by about 400 points.
She needed it. She gets it. Clutches up when it matters the most is Lauren Hope, but you got to continue. You got 1 or 2 more sites left. And this is as close as it gets. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to round 2. This is just round 2, Colin. Usually you see these type of matches in round 3 or 4. This is insane.
Well, look, the competition has been ratcheted up this year with all the new rookies, all the returning champions. Everybody has to be on their A game. Nathan does out, and that is going to be Lauren Hope with 4 bucks in her favor over Nathan Boyer, and now a 2,000-point lead for Lauren Hope.
Yeah, Lauren's clutching up when it matters the most. We got 2 matches left in round 2. Lauren and Chris Tresso, 2 Canadians, up against 2 Americans, Andy Miko and Nathan Boyer. Currently, Miko has the lead over Tresso. Lauren has the lead over Nathan, but it comes down to this last site.
Lauren now with 2 over to the 1, now 3 over to the 1. 1 more, and Lauren Hope has 5-1 in this site. And John, I don't want to say it's all over but the crime, but baby, it's 4,000 points going into a bonus round. Unless Lauren Hope doesn't play at all, I'm pretty sure she is wrapping this bad boy up in her favor. So let's move on over to game 2, where Andy Miko's looking to try to get this win.
And as you expect from Lauren Hope, 2020 regional champ, 2019, 2023, 2024 ladies division champ, multi-champion, but has never won an overall championship, not a world championship. Can this be the first one? She wants it. Meanwhile, Andy Miko wants it too, currently up by 3K.
Andy Miko, 65-34. moving into their next site. Andy Miko said, grab a beer, grab another beer and go. And right now he is going.
Meanwhile, fun fact about Lauren Hope, she competes in various dog sports like agility and rally with her dog Alfie, and they've accumulated many titles. I didn't know that about Lauren. It's pretty damn cool.
Good for her and her pup.
That's right.
2 sites left to fight here for Andy Miko. The early shots out. Won't be able to find one for either of them. Andy Miko's going to find the first. Chris finds one of his own, knotted up 1-1. Secondary buck for Chris Tresso. Andy Miko answers right back here. Now 3-3. All the bucks on the board have been taken care of, but Andy Miko with a 3,000-point lead, 1 site to go. Got to take a breath, not dough out, and he can come away with a victory in this matchup.
Listen, we talked to him going into this competition. He said, I have not been practicing as much as I have in years past, so I'm just going to get drunk and have fun. That's what he said. I'm just going to take it game by game. You're playing like you got nothing to lose, and it's working. I mean, he's going up against Chris Tresso right now, a formidable opponent, and he's pretty much having his way with this matchup. Tresso's going to dough out. Andy is running away with it. Maybe just the pressure off his shoulders. Maybe this is the year for Andy Miko.
Andy Miko is just getting to play freely. Not a lot of expectation on him right now. In our last match here, waiting for him to finish up before we know who plays who going into the next round. Bonus round on the way, and Andy Miko, I mean, he's just got to kind of sit back, relax, take a breath, because I think he's going to come away with his victory, and he will find himself one more round forward.
Yeah, had a disappointing last 2 years after getting second, at least in his standards, after getting second in 2022, started competing in 2021. One of the fastest rise to the championship match to second place. 1 year is all it took for him to make it to the grand final. And right now, he's going to run away with this one. Andy Miko accelerates to round 3, and you're going to hear right behind him, Kings of the Weekend, 12-15 strong. You saw Omar interview them before, cheering behind him. Congratulations to Andy Miko.
Big win for him as they continue to move forward in this situation. And John, really look, we're going to be looking around. People are trying to figure out who they got to play in the next round of the bracket, because we've been through a great amount of games already in round 2. I believe that will wrap up round 2 as well. Some big names still moving on, but the biggest one, Andrew White, going to that reload. That is going to shock a lot of people.
The Barn Bar, the county's best hangout, just got better. Here's the Living Smooth with the always smooth, easy drinking Keystone Light.
With a sign, you can say anything. Bright ideas, brilliantly executed, can turn the mundane into the marvelous, the tired into the inspired, and invite the world to discover that thing that makes your business unmistakably yours. So let's get your business noticed for all the things you do best. With signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything.
Hey, Colin, are you a king?
Only of the weekend, my man. Only of the weekend.
Kings of the Weekend represent one of the best damn hunting parties in Big Buck. You know we had to represent.
Exactly. Look, and I had to wear 2 shirts to try to look half as buff as you, so I still got the other one on underneath. You were man enough to just go for it. You just put the new shirt on, something I'd have never been able to do.
Yeah, you look a lot of hunting parties this weekend. This is one of my favorite. Great people, led by none other than Andy Miko. New York crew, Michigan, someone from France apparently. And for those that don't know what I mean by that, hunting party. So you could form basically a clan, a crew in the game that is a hunting party that you can associate with. And that's what's been the best parts of this entire thing, is seeing all these hunting parties form around the world.
That is why it's a family. It starts as a family. You're at your home base with your hunting party. You come here, you join the larger family. You go from just your immediate to your second and third and fourth cousins. You got a weird uncle over there, Chris Tresso. But dang it, we're all related here, and it's amazing to be here.
Yeah, you nailed it. Obviously, a lot of individual hunting parties, but when everyone comes together for this weekend, it is one giant Big Buck family. If you've never experienced it before, highly recommend it. Now they've added BuckFest this year, so we have all you can play arcade, we got a live band, we have all types of artisans and shops here live all weekend long. It's been a great experience thus far, and we can't wait to tell you guys where we're going to be headed next year. Stay tuned for that. Saturday night we'll be revealing the location for the 2026 Big Buck Championship.
I got to know how you get all these secrets.
You know. You don't know?
I don't know nothing.
He doesn't know.
I don't know nothing.
All right, I know. He doesn't. I'm going to keep it a secret. Maybe I'll tell you after the break.
Fine.
We'll find out. But I will. Can I give a hint? I don't know. I don't think I'm at liberty to give
I don't
hints.
think you're allowed to give hints. I don't think you're allowed to give hints.
But I will say, look, a lot of people said it was 3-4 years in a row in Chicago. People like Andrew Moskowitz said, hey, look, we want a different location. We don't want to go back to Chicago every single year. We came to Nashville this year. It's been an amazing change of pace. Let's just say we're going to be continuing to spice it up in the future. I'm excited.
Hey, look, I just love the fact that we get to be here in one of the greatest regions on planet Earth, the southern side of the United States. Love it here. Home base for myself. We're getting the southern hospitality, and they're getting round 3 started on main stage. A lot of big names about to take main stage here with Andre Rivas, Trevor Gardner, Chris Exberger versus Abby Rutko, Adam Holm, Melinda Van Humison in Game 5, Matthew Gartner, and Jason Brulette. And, of course, there in Game 1, we have Dave Hanna, Chris Lennon. A ton of big matchups getting ready to pop off here.
Yeah, look, the two matches I'd love to go back and forth in, Game 3 and Game 2. Andre Rivas and Trevor Gartner, former champs in their both right from the 2010s. Andre towards the end of that era, Trevor in the middle of that era. We got to watch Game 3. And, of course, Chris Exberger versus Abby Rutko will also be a good one. A battle of OG versus new blood, with Abby who's been competing for about 4 or 5 years.
Abby has done indeed given everything she's had to this since she stepped onto stage. She's going up against Chris Exberger, game number 2. Let's go ahead and jump right into the action as they are getting ready to start their first sight. Both of those players are hot and ready to go.
Yeah, let's jump into Game 2 if we can. Meanwhile, players are warming up and getting ready. And, of course, they're loading into a sight here. Abby Rutko, Chris Exberger. We mentioned earlier, Chris Exberger from California, the most dominant single-player in the world. Hands down. He's always number 1 in the leaderboards.
And he does out in sight 1, and Abby Rutko has a great chance to get about 800-point advantage after that first sight to find herself in a lead against the single-player, most dominant player in the world. Chris Exberger has to settle his tea kettle here, try to come back in this secondary sight, and make sure that Abby Rutko cannot run away with this one.
Yeah, strong start for Abby, the Canadian versus the Californian. Here comes round 2. Both of them are going to start strong with a buck each. Abby gets the second. Can Chris neutralize? Yes, he does. 2-2. Long-range buck going to be picked up by Abby. Close-range critter picked up by Exberger. And Abby picks up the 4th buck. So again, Exberger prioritizing the critters and Abby capitalizing.
I mean, just 150 points for all those critters he picked up. It looks like a lot of work being done on the map, but it doesn't calculate enough in the point sector to find himself going down in that point differential to Abby Rutko, almost $3,000.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited. We're going to have a special guest joining us on the broadcast. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome for the very first time in her broadcasting debut. It's none other than one half of PB&J, the legend herself. Introduce yourself for everyone watching at home.
Hi, I'm Julianne Jones, the J of PB&J. I've been playing Buck Hunt for many years. And I'm kicked out, so now I'm having fun with these guys. Yeah!
That's right. Not kicked out yet. You still got the reload round, but today.
That is, yeah,
but today, she'll be making a comeback tomorrow. I can't wait to watch her battle for that reload round. We were watching a great matchup here. We got Abby Rutko going up against Chris Exberger. Break down this matchup for us.
Yeah, Abby is good. She is great. But Chris, he is sharp. He'll get those far points. He knows where they're coming from. He's going to do, oh no.
Back-to-back sights he's doed out though.
Yeah.
So he's really giving Abby a chance to take a lead.
Just saw the scores and Abby is crushing it. You can't hit the dose. That's the thing. You gotta play smart, but doing out.
That's going to be unfortunate. And Abby's probably going to run away with that. We'll keep you updated, but I want to switch over after this sight We'll see how Chris Exberger does. To game 3, Andre Rivas, Trevor Gartner, if we can, because that's a close one. 2-2, make it 3-3. But yeah, Abby's going to maintain this lead. I think this is Abby's game, almost in the bag. But let's flip on over after this Dangerous Trophy, which is also going to be picked up by Abby, to game 3. Andre Rivas and Trevor Gartner, 2 former champions.
Absolutely.
That's going to be 3-1, now 4-1 in favor of, I believe, Andre Rivas, and he will take a pretty good commanding lead, about 1,400 points. Julianne, 1,400 points. That's not too overwhelming. You can come back in a single sight, right?
Absolutely. You know, you're never out of it. Maybe 10,000 points, you're out of it. But yeah, 1,000, no way. You can make it back.
Especially going into a site 3. Dangerous Trophy site.
Yep.
And of course, opportunity here to claw back. 1-1, 2-1, make it 2-2 tie. They're going to go tit for tat here. Critters be picked up by Andre Rivas. Trevor gets the last 2 bucks though. And here comes the Dangerous Trophy. This is going to be a crucial one for Trevor to try and maintain and grow his lead. Dangerous Trophy incoming. Long-range shot opportunity. It's a Mountain Bear picked up by Trevor Gartner. He goes crazy and takes a massive lead here over Andre Rivas.
And there it is.
That's what I thought was 8,000.
One site flip. We had 1,000 points for Andre. Now about 1,000 points for Trevor. That is exactly what he needed, Julianne.
Actually, I want to ask you a question. We've seen a couple times people prioritize Critters over Bucks. It seems like it's hurting them. What's kind of the balance there? How do you want to approach that?
Bucks are worth so much more. Critters are what, 50 points each? They're good. Like, if you're ahead, go for them. But if there's Bucks on screens, you're shooting for the Bucks.
Another big sight for Trevor Gartner there. He's going to find himself in the driver's seat. He's going to have a commanding lead going into this final sight as they will then move into the bonus round. Trevor has to just simply take a breath here, not dough out, and I think he can kind of put a bow on this matchup.
Yeah, one last sight. Meanwhile, breaking update for you guys. Adam Holm, only 3,000 points up over Melinda Van Umesen, which is insane. So we got a really good matchup there as well. After this sight, Trevor's going to win this one. He'll have a huge lead, and he'll pick up the 5th. So Trevor's going to win this, at least have a maintain a big lead. Let's switch on over to game 5 if we can, because Melinda Van Umesen versus Adam Holm, a lot closer than you'd expect.
Yeah. Melinda has been great in the ladies tournament, but Adam is really good.
He's a different breed. He's a different animal this year. I know his career has taken off musically. He said for himself, he feels like a stock. Everything is up and to the right. His music career, his big buck hunting, everything for him has been up to the right. He's up 4,000 points now. But John, we've got a special guest for a very special matchup. Phil Beaupre, the PB from PB&J, is in game 2.
Yeah, we got to watch game 2. Let's switch on over. You know him. You know everything about him. Break down his gameplay. Philip Beaupre, one half of PB&J. What makes him so great?
You know what? He spends time playing, and he'll practice, and he gets those shots. But Joey's good too. We just went and practiced with him a few weekends ago. So Joey could, I won't be happy about it, but he could do good things.
Well, give him your energy. Come on,
yeah,
give Phil your energy. There we go, Phil.
Come on.
Is he going to be mad that you're not cheering for him and you're on the broadcast booth instead?
Maybe he won't see this. Oh, no.
Somebody's going to tell him. You know that, right?
Yeah. That's...
I mean, he's turning around looking for you and doesn't see you.
I know. But Joey just got a lot of points. It's big animals. Those big animals are worth big points.
Yeah, and of course, we mentioned it earlier. Obviously, distance is a factor. Size of the animal also a factor.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you know the distance factor, but are you able to kind of witness in game a larger buck, and you'll prioritize those bucks?
You know what?
Hard to notice, right?
I think animals, like big animals versus
versus the buck itself.
Yeah, the size of what's on screen.
That makes sense. So
Phil's
big animal
knotted
rounds.
up. Ooh, Dangerous Trophy immediately picked up by Joey Gold as well. So that's going to be a commanding 7,000 point lead. Joey is trying to put Philip Beaupre in the reloaded bracket so he can join his wife, and they can try to be Terminators tomorrow just like the Pope.
Yep.
Yeah, look, if Andy White's in the reload round, you got nothing to be ashamed of, because that is also a shooter. Matthew Garver with a dominant win. Want to give you guys an update against Jason Brulette. It's no easy feat, so congratulations. Matthew Garver took a year off last year, came back this year, is looking great. Now, Philip Beaupre needs to go big. He's off to a good start here. He's up 3-1. Can he get 4-1? Yes, he is. 5-1. Here, Julianne reacts, and that's the round he needed.
Oh, but it's still 4. It's still 4,000 point differential, John.
He'll need all of the, I think it's Caribou that's left.
Yeah. That's a tough sight. I think it's all that's left is the Caribou, especially these guys have got such a big matchup right now, big number going. because that's how good both of those players are. At this point, you're usually seeing those 7,000, 6,000s. This is 10-6 because of how great both of these players have been playing. Joseph Gold with the first two. Philip knots it up at 2-2, but Joey buys the third. Philip answers back 3-3, so it will not be enough to get him within that striking distance in a bonus round.
Nope.
Yeah, unfortunately, just too much of a deficit to claw back from, and he tried his best. 4,000-point difference in bonus round, very difficult, if not impossible mathematically to claw back. Let's watch it anyways to see how Philip Prey ends. What are his bonus games like? Is he a solid bonus game player?
Yeah, so each bonus game has, their little tricks. This one, it's tough because they're coming out. You kind of all can shoot while they're on the screens. But some, we call it fetting, some bonuses, you can just get them all. This isn't one of them.
I do got to ask, does the Trash Can Bandit, this raccoon bonus game, isn't there a little cheeky play you can do if you're in a lead? Can't you shoot the trash can to take it away from your opponent?
Yeah, yep. You can do that. We saw it at the Regina tournament. I think it was Jordan was like shooting them, so then it takes it out of play, so you can't get it. So he said, it wasn't on purpose, and I get that, but it is. There's a little bit of a cheat code there.
Some sportsmanship questions there, but nonetheless. Did you say you guys call it fetting?
Fetting the bonus, yeah.
That is awesome, because he's that nasty.
Based on Federico Reed.
That's right, and we're going to jump over to his gameplay here. For those that don't know, Federico Reed, undoubtedly one of the best bonus, if not the best bonus player of all time. He has the fastest gun. And I didn't realize you guys literally called it fetting the bonus. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Up by 4,000 here, like 3,200 type deal. You're going to be looking at a pretty big lead here for Federico Reed. Once again, we talked about it earlier on stream. If he stays within himself, if he stays within the 6 inches between his ears, he's damn near impossible to beat. It's when the outside factors, he has a dough out, he lets himself get down on himself. But if he stays in his frontal cortex, he is almost impossible to beat.
Yeah, when he's on it, you cannot beat him. He is going to get everything on screen.
What was it a few years ago you told me, John? Did you listen to Phineas and Ferb?
Phineas and Ferb, classic music, all types of. So I think he told me screamo music. I think it's a very random assortment of music, if I remember correctly. But Phineas and Ferb, I definitely do remember. Keeps him calm in the moment. His family's always watching to support him. You love to see the family showing up. He's got his step-niece and step-nephew here showing up as well. Meanwhile, Andrew Moskowitz, his return to the Big Buck Championship up against Emmy Keenan.
Yep. Andrew Moskowitz has kicked me out a few years, so, he's a great player.
That's right. Another one that took a year off and said, I want to go somewhere other than Chicago, but he's back here in Nashville. Meanwhile, let's jump into game 2 if we can, because we have Pat Heelan, Shelby Wing, who's been a rookie, ladies division rookie, playing really well so far.
Good.
She's only got 298 after the first round, though. Pat Heelan has been phenomenal today. I am telling you, his early game buckery has been great. He's usually good at that first and second buck on screen. It's when that third buck comes out that people usually have had a chance to creep back in, but he has just been dominant in the first couple of sites every trek he's played today, which has given him leads to be able to relax going into the late game.
Yeah, so Shelby has her toughest challenge ahead of her here against Pat Heelan. Such a dominant player. She's holding her own. 4-2 right there. And let's see what the sight score is. It will be way behind in sight score. So Pat clearly prioritized some of the longer range shots, and 4K advantage for Pat Heelan. He'll start to run with it. Meanwhile, we got a rookie, Adam Caswell, in game 1, coming from Flagstaff, Arizona, against Michael Peffer.
Did Garrett Pilley just finish up on stage? It looked like he just came off, John. Did we have a score from that game?
I think Garrett lost it by a lot. RJ takes the win over Garrett Pilley. Congrats to Garrett to making it to round 3. Meanwhile, here's what we got. Michael Peffer versus Adam Caswell. We got Shelby versus Pat. Garrett versus RJ is in the books, as you see right there. Fed takes the win. And now we got Jordan Klassen against Janelle.
Infighting. That's right. Got a little Canadian infighting.
Oh, boy.
Who you taking, Jordan or Hannah?
I got to go with Jordan. He's just been so on it all year, all the tournaments.
I told him about what happened, where you didn't threaten Phil with sleeping on the couch, and then he knocks you down. You got to fight Jordan, and that's just ridiculous. You should have taken your shots.
Agreed.
Yeah, meanwhile, we got to switch over to game 1. I mentioned it earlier. Adam Caswell, a rookie, currently with the lead over Michael Peffer. from Lombard, Illinois, plays with the local crew. They bought their own cabinet this year, so he plays in his basement with the boys in the Chicagoland area. Right now, currently down to Adam Caswell, a rookie in his debut.
See what it is, a 56, a 1,400-point differential, 2 sites to go. Not a big overcoming a deficit to get back into this. It's not a mountain to climb. First one goes over to Michael. Knotted up here from Adam. Now looking for 2-1. That's going to be 2-1 Adam. 3-1 Adam. Looking for 4. He's got 4. Looking for more. Will it go 5? No, 4-2. But I believe a dangerous trophy is about to be on the prowl. And as it comes out, it will go over to Pfeffer. But that is not enough to get him back into this one, as it looks like Adam Caswell will still be in the lead by about 1,300.
Close game, though. Absolutely close game between these two. Do you remember your rookie year? What were your feelings, your emotions, your nerves like your first year?
So my rookie year, I was only in the ladies tournament. So it was back when ladies was Friday, and then the main event, World, was on Saturday. And I came one year and just watched, and then my second year did ladies, and it is intense. It's a lot of fun, but it is legs shaking on stage, and it's tough.
All the nerves hitting at once.
Yep.
Meanwhile, look at this matchup.
800 points?
800 points separate them, Kyle. Yeah. It's going to come down to the bonus round.
Into the bonus round we go with those trash pandas popping out left, right, and center. Got to figure out who's going to be able to take care of more raccoons than the other. And whoever comes away with a decent victory, a decent-sized victory in this one, could come away with the whole thing. Adam Caswell starts it off with the first one, now the second. But Pfeffer answers right back, tying it up and taking a lead of his own, 5-4. Going into the second screen here of the Trash Raccoons.
Yeah, 7-5 right now. It's neck and neck, but again, Pfeffer needs a pretty dominant win here if he wants to claw back from an 800-point deficit, at least a 4 or 5 Raccoon win. And the fact that Adam is keeping it neck and neck might not be enough. 15 apiece. Adam's starting to run away with it quite a bit here, and that should be enough for the rookie to outlast and outdo the great man with the great mustache, Big Mike. He can't believe it.
Indeed it is.
There are a lot of rookies that are really good.
40 rookies.
And they have made their way. I got kicked out by I got sent to the reload bracket by a rookie. They are good.
And what's crazy about Adam as a rookie, look, only 9,000 bucks killed. I mean, you compare that to some people with hundreds of thousands of bucks killed in their all-time career. 39 years old, he just started competing, and it's not like he's coming from Saskatchewan or one of these regions that are heavily populated. He's coming from Arizona. I don't really know of much of a community down there in Arizona.
That's it.
I wonder if they play against each other.
They might know each other very well. They might be very competitive against one another whenever they get the chance to. But take a look on screen. John, Andy Miko, Lauren Hope getting ready to take center stage there in game number 2. 2 huge names having to knock one another to the reload bracket here. You are wearing the shirt of 100%. Andy Miko. You are representing.
Took it off already, huh?
I was starting to sweat. I had 2 shirts on, my guy. I had 2 shirts on.
Listen,
2 of them.
That's why we put the shirt on. I like Lauren. Listen, I have I'm not going to lie, though. I got my Sass Buck Hunter shirt on, too. So I don't really know. I'm torn right now as to which one I should wear.
I need a PB&J shirt because I rep them every year. I need one of those.
Yes. But as it currently stands, I'm wearing Kings of the Weekend, so that means I got to roll with my man Andy Miko. Let's see what he can do here up against one of the most dominant ladies players as of late, Lauren Hope.
Oh, yeah. Lauren I think she could go all the way. I know, like, we talk about what lady do we think could get first in all of it. Lauren has my money.
4-2, Andy Miko on the first sight, though, puts Lauren on the back foot. Lauren, though, 4 sights to play. All she's got to do is chip away at this. 1 more buck per sight could find her in the victory lane.
Look at the accuracy differential, 27% for Miko. You never see that. You usually see accuracy in the 12 to 15% range. So impressive start for Miko. I know he's got his coworkers, family, friends watching at home, anxiously seeing if he can beat a Titan in Lauren Hope coming from Saskatchewan. Lauren with a good first start here. Andy's going to neutralize with 1. Long range buck's going to be picked up, and Miko is going to dough out. That is brutal, Colin.
Absolutely brutal. 4 in the favor of Lauren. 5 in the favor of Lauren Hope. Julianne said she might be the most dangerous woman walking planet Earth with a big buck hunter shotty in her hands, and she showcases it right there. Now Andy Miko has to crawl back in. 3,000 points across 3 sites.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough hill to climb for Miko. One thing Lauren does, she's so good at not going out. She's just a really sound player.
Yeah, she does it safely, but she gets those points.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh.
Site 3.
Andy know he needs them.
He got 3-1. Now looking at 4-4. He's got a critter as well, so 4-1. Now looking to go 5-1. He's going to toe out, so it will give Lauren Hope the second buck on the map no matter what. So Andy Miko crawls back in a little bit, 2,000.
Yeah, he slowly digs his way back out of that hole, but that last buck made all the difference right there. It was a long range. He accidentally hit the dough. If he connects there, that's the difference of him having the lead right now instead.
Yeah.
2 sites to go, Julianne. You got to make your pick right now. 2,000-point differential. You think Lauren's going to hold on to it?
I think so.
Andy says otherwise. Starts strong with 2. Gets the long-range buck as well. Can he connect for the 4th? Yes, he does. The 5th and final is going to be crucial. He picks it up. That might tie it up.
Yep.
And he takes the lead.
Oh, boy.
Andy Miko said, grab another beer and go. And that man ain't stopped since we started this thing off tonight. I'm telling you right now, playing is good. He has no pressure. That is one of the things that I think might have hurt him last year, is he got to the top so quickly that he became a falling star. This year, he's just a comet through space.
Look at these long-range bucks picked up. That's a ton of points. He gets the 3rd. His 4th is everything. And Miko picks it up. Can you believe it? Upset Central. Andy Miko over Lauren Hope. I mean, look, we say upset. Andy got 2nd place in his 2nd
3
ever
years
tournament.
ago.
I mean, yeah, exactly. It's not even close. Lauren's best placement 9th. So this is a really evenly keeled match. But the difference is Miko hasn't been practicing nearly as much as this.
I look at it as the old adage of consistency versus flashy. Andy Miko, flash in the pan, gets that 2nd place finish. Doesn't have the consistency year in and year out that Lauren has. So to me, this is still considered an upset. Lauren is the consistently better player. Andy Miko in the lead here in the bonus round will be able to wrap this up. The only game we got left in this round is there on game number 3. Unsure who's playing in that one, but it is 4-2. Drew Baldock is knotted up, tied up, 89-41, 89-41.
You never see that. We got to switch to game 3 right now. 8,941
Are we going to the bonus?
Game 3.
I don't.
Drew Baldock
One
and Andy Lynn. 1 site left to see who wins it. This would be a massive upset. Lauren and Drew both.
And Drew Baldock getting the first 2. Andy Lynn not able to answer back. There it goes with the first one. And Andy gets the second one. 3-2 now. Needs it to be 3-3. Needs it to be 3-3. It is 3-3. Dangerous trophy on the prowl. And it will go in favor of Drew Baldock.
Oh, wow.
Oh my, 600 points. 600 points separate the Big Buck Ninja and a former world champion from the Great White North.
Wow. You couldn't have written a better story if you asked for it. This is the last match to close out round 3, and it's as close as it gets. A final bonus round, shoot the raccoons for the win.
Right now in the lead, Drew Baldock up 3-4, now 4-3. Andy Lynn trying to fight back into this one. 4-3. Andy Lynn has to go huge here. He has to try to get a lead on Drew Baldock. 7-6. Now it's going to be 7-10. Drew Baldock once again jumping out ahead of Andy Lynn. And this will be the final screen that you see. Drew Baldock shooting some of those trash cans, it looks like, preventing Andy Lynn from getting back into this. 17, now 18, 2-14. Drew Baldock with a huge, dangerous trophy puts him in the lead to knock Andy Lynn to the reload bracket.
Wow. And I think you're right. He took a little page out of Jordan Klassen's book. Playing a little defense there in the bonus game.
Yep.
But look, my hat goes off to Andy Lynn. We have not seen Andy play this great against a former champion in years. I mean, he's done well the last couple of years. He is, I don't know if he's made it to a round 3 of the winner's bracket in some time. Nonetheless, to go that close against Drew Baldock is a great feat. Andy's looking great.
Oh, for sure. Andy, you know, he shows up every year, but a lot of times he says, I'm just here to have a good time, you know, for the community. For him to get this far, really good.
Impressive stuff from the Big Buck Ninja himself, the award named after him. Let's go ahead and wrap up this segment here. Round 3 is done and dusted. It's time for a game break. Let's go ahead and throw it over to Mike Colesworthy.
All right, gang, it's time for another game break, and we're going to do things a little bit differently, I think. I'm going to need just 2 volunteers to join me on stage. Are you having a hard time hearing me, Abby? How about now? All right. I need 2 volunteers on stage that are braver than brave. The bravest souls in the room. Cindy Wright. As brave as they get. Who has what it takes to take on Cindy Wright in a little mystery event we have planned for you? You, sir, in the white hat, come on up here. Scott.
Scott and Cindy, so you've seen us do game breaks here on stage. We're not gonna do this one on stage. In fact, the two of you are gonna follow me over to Pappy's Arcade, and we're gonna do a little race in Top Gun Maverick. So follow me, let's go everybody. Give it up for our brave pilots. Here we go, make way. These folks have a need for speed. And there's only one way to feed such a need for speed. I'm giving the cameraman a run for his money. Here we go, we're almost there. Give it up if you're on Cindy's team, huh? And how about Scott's team? Where you at? All right, when you get to that guided missile section, be sure to steer. Prepare for takeoff, y'all. Leaving the hangar in 3, 2, 1, let's go! And they're off. Afterburner right off the bat for Cindy. Flying ahead, they're afterburner crazy, both of them. Watch the ice walls. Take out as many enemy units as you possibly can. The destruction is unimaginable. Our brave pilots are going to be playing for a prize pack from our friends at Something Inked. Not to mention a little something sweet from Goo Goo Cluster. Cindy takes the lead. Oh, it's neck and neck. Cindy's falling back a little bit to third. Back up to second. Scott's got some work to do. Evasive maneuvers. A fresh afterburner for Cindy gets used right away up and over the ice shelf. Scott just can't help but crash. Forging ahead through the enemy base. Another afterburner ahead. She definitely has a need for speed as she goes into the gulch. Some slick flying here. We've got a fresh set of missiles. Never stop firing, never stop firing. Blasting ahead, Cindy still in second. Scott's hot on her tail in third. Hangman holding down first. Thread the needle through the bridges. Enemy units going down left and right. Scott moves into second place. He's right in front of you. Oh, a disastrous crash. Cindy's shot is right ahead. We're reaching the target zone. Get ready to guide that missile. Here we go. And it's gonna go to Cindy. Well played, both of you. Cindy, enjoy a little gift from Goo Goo Clusters and our friends at Something Inked, some brand new Big Buck merch. We're gonna throw it back to Herrick. Everybody put your hands together!
Went out west together with a common sight. Two people trying to set the southern west coast on fire. 2 months later, that man of mine, he went out and left me behind. But as
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Big Buck Hunter World Championship at BuckFest.
No, BuckFest featuring the Big Buck Hunter World Championship.
Gosh darn it, Colin, I'm going to get this right at one point. BuckFest featuring I think you can say either or.
Mama DeFranco set me straight, and I don't go against what Mr. Franco says.
Whatever Jess DeFranco says goes. That is a fact. All right, BuckFest featuring the Big Buck Hunter World Championship. Say that 5 times fast. I dare you. I'm John, also known as Fallout, joined alongside Colin the Crow Clark as we are 3 rounds done, 1 round to go, and it's our last and final round. I can't wait.
8 big names getting ready to take the stage, or 6 big names getting ready to take the stage. Trevor Gardner, Matthew Garver, Joseph Gold, Adam Holm, Jamie Rundle, RJ Anguialo. I'm not sure. I have to ask him how to pronounce his last name. That's why I just call him RJ.
Trevor Gardner making it to round 4. Impressive stuff. He must have heard what we said in the pre-show and said, I'm pissed.
I mean, but he's going up against Matthew Garver, who has had probably the most impressive performance to me up to this point. He played a couple of hot hands, a couple of rookies who came in shooting great, sets them off to the back seat, and now he's going up against Trevor Gardner, one of those Hall of Fame Mount Rushmore players. Can he continue that run of greatness here tonight?
My question is, where's Jordan Klassen? He won, didn't he?
I think he's in round 4, but I think he's in the second set of round 4. If you take a look at the bracket, you can see it up there. I can see a little bit up there. I think I see Mr. Jordan Klassen up there on the right-hand side.
Okay, I'm going to try and pull up the bracket. BigBuckBracket.com.
While he's pulling that up, I'm going to continue to look straight ahead and tell you that if you find yourself anywhere near Nashville, Tennessee, and if you're not anywhere near Nashville, Tennessee, find yourself over here to Marathon Music Works at the Big Buck Hunter World Championship, BuckFest 2025, featuring that World Championship, because it is a party like none other. It is a place to be like none other. It will entrance you. It will bring you in like a siren song and not let you go until you've had your fill. And oh, by the way, it's like a buffet. You ain't never gonna get your fill of Big Buck Hunter, baby.
And by the way, he can keep going infinitely. Like if I would have said, Colin, I'm still pulling it up, keep going. Another 5 minutes just like that, no hesitation. He's that insane. You nailed it. We got Abby Rucko versus Chris Lennon. We were talking about Trevor Gardner versus Matthew Garver. Adam Holm, Joseph Gould. Jamie Rundle versus RJ. Rogelio Anguiano, former champ. Federico Reed versus Andrew Moskowitz in his return. Welcome back, Andy Moskowitz. Pat Heelan versus Adam Caswell. Jordan Klassen versus Rachel Height. I think, is Rachel the only lady? No, Rachel and Abby holding it down for the ladies.
Holding it down for the ladies. They put themselves in the best possible position to find themselves hoisting that ladies' gun at the end of Saturday. So they've really got to figure out how they're going to win this next matchup. RJ coming back into the arena wearing an Oregon shirt, by the way. Go Ducks, I guess. Is he going to do push-ups for every win that he gets this weekend? I don't know.
I think he should. For every point he gets, so thousands and thousands.
10,463 push-ups after his first round win would have been an unbelievable feat.
Yeah, it would have been pretty darn impressive. Those that are tuning in and watching from home, if you played Big Buck Hunter before, you know what the name of the game is. Go to your local bar, start competing on your local machine, make an account online, and you can qualify. That's simple. It's an amazing experience from November all the way till September of next year. You can qualify. 64 players qualify for the skill component, which means your highest scores across every animal, every trek. 64 players qualify through total cumulative points to make up our 128-person bracket. Hope to see you next year at the Big Buck Hunter World Championship. But look, just got word that Omar Jimenez, our sideline reporter with the most, is ready for an interview. Let's go ahead and throw it over to him.
All right, we are here with the, I feel so epic with the music blasting behind here, but I'm here with Shelby Wise. You are a rookie. You came in, you won 2 right in a row. Tough one last time, but just tell me how you're feeling right now.
I feel like I'm on top of the world, to be honest. I came into here thinking that I was going to lose immediately, so I was just like here for the memories. And then I made it to round 3, which was fucking crazy. Sorry, am I allowed to swear?
Honestly, I don't even know what the rules are anymore, but we'll err on the safe side for now. You also have a weird connection to Chris Freem. I think you guys both do. How did that happen?
So, we've been together for 10 years, which is wild, but when we met, he was in the beer industry and he was working with Chris Freem, which is why we got associated with Buck Hunter in the first place, is because we were in bars a lot. That was his place of work, so I'd come meet him at work, which would be somewhere like this, and 9.5 times out of 10 it would be him and Chris Freem playing Big Buck Hunter. And so flash forward 8 years later, all of a sudden now I have all these friends who love Big Buck Hunter a lot, and they tell me to create a player account. Turns out I already had one.
Amazing, amazing. And wait, before we go, John, I want to bring you in here because I heard last year, I know you guys were supposed to have a bigger crew come through here, but I know, as I understand, your bar got impacted by the hurricane that came through. Can you just tell us how's it doing now and just how are things going?
Honestly, Florida's still recovering. Super tough for small businesses. One of the toughest things I've ever experienced as a small business owner. Still recovering. We're looking forward to building a better community and making sure that everyone's happy and having a good time.
And what was the name of the bar one more time?
Right around the corner, Arcade Bar.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Well, it seems like you got a good community here, starting it up. It's good to see all of you guys, the best community. Good luck to you. It's going to be a fun weekend, and the weekend continues now. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Omar. What an amazing story. I love the fact that we had a chance to get a little personal there, hear about some of the struggles down in South Florida, but glad to hear that they're doing well, recovering. The fact that it's an arcade bar as a gamer makes me even happier.
All pun intended, that bar sounds like it's right around the corner from being right around the corner of something great. I can tell you right now, with people like that in your corner, you can't lose, my man. That kind of support system makes all the difference in the world.
Man, I just got energized and excited. I want to go down there and make an impact in the local Floridian community after that. Shout out to that entire crew, and of course, really, really impressive stuff coming through from Schwing?
Schwing, Miss Schwing.
Miss Schwing.
We're going to call her Miss Schwing.
Miss Schwing, she's killing it.
The queen of Schwing.
Exactly. Expected to get double eliminated. Instead, made it all the way to round 3, and now is far, far ahead in the reload round, ready to play tomorrow. We're excited to see what she can do tomorrow. But now, we're getting ready for our upcoming matchup. We still got some fun stuff happening on the main stage, so we're going to fill some time for you for at least a little bit. We might have some recaps from past tournaments we can show you as well. But until then, let's go ahead and start to preview these matchups. We mentioned earlier Adam Holm versus Joseph Gold, Trevor Gartner, Matthew Garver, Jamie Rundle, and RJ. Break down these matches. I want your prediction for each of the three.
Joey Gold just knocked out Phil Beaupre, but he's about to go up against one of the two guys that I think has the best chance punchers-wise to be in a grand final, and that's Adam Holm. Adam Holm is playing with a level of confidence and a level of happiness that is few and far between, so I'm picking Adam Holm there. Trevor Gartner, Matthew Garver, the man took a year off and has come back and has put a lot of great performances together to get to this point. I'm going to go Matthew Garver in that matchup over Trevor. We come down here, though, Jamie Rundle and RJ. RJ, former world champion. He's got to be feeling great to be back in this spot, but Jamie Rundle has put this winning circle on repeat all day long, and I don't think that buck stops here. Jamie Rundle once again in the winner's circle in that matchup.
I like the call. I like the breakdown. One thing I'm going to disagree with you on, brother. Trevor Gartner ain't losing to no Matthew Garver. Took a year off. We don't take breaks. Trevor Gartner doesn't take breaks. He's never taken a break before in his life.
I don't know why you're getting upset at me.
I don't know why. I'm getting really passionate about this.
You asked me for my opinion.
All right, I got the same predictions. Adam over Joseph. I got Jamie over RJ. I got Trevor over Matthew Garver. Is the only difference I got in your call out there. But look, I'm excited, man. Obviously, it's been a great week so far, been a great day so far. What's been some of the highlights for you in your eyes?
Without a doubt, getting to see these players once again, you'd see the love and the energy that they bring to this tournament is unparalleled. It's unmatched from almost anywhere else on planet Earth. But without a doubt, I think my biggest story of the day is Jamie Rundle. There's always a chance for the kind of that champion's hangover. You come back in. Drew Baldock had that happen. He fell early. We saw Will Bromley fall early. Adam Holm was the only champion to come back the next year and give it a go, give it his best shot. Jamie Rundle has not disappointed me with any kind of champion's hangover. He finds himself in a tough spot here, but I don't think it ends because he's playing not with confidence, but with a calm collectiveness. It's like a piece is in him. Do you remember when Rory won the Masters and everybody said the weight was off his shoulders and he had a peace about him? Jamie winning last year gave him a level of peace that is allowing him to play at that level.
Yeah. I love that call out and breakdown there, and I got 100% agree with you. Jamie's looking fantastic. Jordan Glasson, though, everyone's been talking about his tournament to lose. He's won every tournament this year, almost a clean sweep. Can he win the big one on the big stage, take home his first championship? We shall see. And by the way, for those that are not aware, you could also play at home. I got some really good news for you. Thanks to our partner, Keystone Light, our premier sponsor for this tournament. We have the Keystone Light Big Buck Hunter Tournament coming at you live from home November 1st through November 30th with Keystone Light prizes for the top 25 players and a $1,000 grand prize sweepstakes. Make sure to participate at your local Big Buck Hunter machine, in your local bar, or in your house. It's going to be exciting stuff. Shout out to Keystone for partnering up.
Shout out to them indeed, but also shout out, our games are started here on stage. Trev up over Matthew, Adam and Joey Gold right there neck and neck. Downstairs though, RJ and Jamie Rundle are going to be knotted up 3-3. So let's jump into game number 2. That's going to be the closest. That's 500-point differential. Game number 2, Joey Gold up against Adam Holm. I think we got to go there to start off with. Joey Gold starts with the first one. Now looking to find another one. But that's going to be Adam finding his first buck of the evening. 2-2 knotted up, 3-2 in favor. Now needs 3-3 and gets it to go. Once again, Adam Holm finds himself in the lead only by 200 points though, John.
Yeah, wow. What a close matchup here. Joseph Gold coming from the Northeast, plays at the Migos location with all the crew coming from Maine, northeasternmost point. Meanwhile, the only place more north, well, it's Adam from Edmonton in Canada. We got a Canadian versus an American here, and it's a close one.
Extraordinarily close matchup as we go into the next site. Let's see if Joseph Gold can start early like he did in the last couple of sites. He's going to get the first. Adam looking to answer back. Will get that one to go. Knotted up 1-1. Now 2-1. Critters going in favor of Adam. 2-2 now. 3-2 in favor. But now 3-3. Once again, Adam Holm knotting it up 3-3 and finding himself in the lead. He's bouncing around. When he starts bouncing, it gets dangerous for his opponents.
Yeah, it looks like Manny Pacquiao in the ring, you know. He's bouncing, he's moving. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, says Adam Holm, and he's feeling himself right here, right now. 1,000-point lead for him, but his job's not done yet.
One sight to live here. He's got to come away with a victory. They're going to start off hot. That's going to be 1, now 2 over with Joseph. Joseph picks up the critters as well. 3, and Adam goes out in that sight, and I think that spells doom and gloom for him. That's going to put him in a place that he can't come back. So my first prediction already wrong thanks to a doe out in sight 5.
Meanwhile, Matthew Garver and Trevor Gartner 200 points away going to sight 5. It does not get closer than that. If we can switch on over, if that's okay, real quick to game 3, we have to watch this. And then we'll switch back over to Joseph Gold if we can. Here we go. Matthew Garver off to a good start.
2 already. Now a third. Looking for 4. Trevor can't find anything on the board. Matthew Garver shuts out Trevor. Trevor didn't get a buck and didn't doe out, and he didn't get the dangerous trophy. Matthew 6 for 6 on the bucks and the trophy, and that is 11,000 to 6,000. Matthew Garver, command lead in that one. Jamie Rundle up 3,000 at his as well.
And back over to game 2. Joseph Gold, Adam Holm. Joseph has a huge lead. Adam has to go insane in this bonus round. It's Shoot the Turkeys. By the way, welcome to our newest bonus round of the Big Buck Hunter Reloaded kit. It's Granny's Thanksgiving Turkey Madness. I made that up kind of. It's something like that.
It is indeed something like that indeed. Adam Holm and Joseph Gold kind of knotted up here, 15-12, only a 3-turkey differential.
Granny.
And this is one of those situations where Adam knows he had a one-sight mistake, and that one sight has come back to haunt him, as no matter what he does here, there is no way he's going to get this win in this matchup. Adam Holm will fall to Joey Gold. Trevor Gartner will fall to Matthew Garver, and Jamie Rundle has one sight to play in a commanding lead in his matchup as well, and already finds 2-0 over RJ, now 3-0. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad for your boy, Matthew and Jamie Rundle. The only one I'm wrong on was Adam.
Joseph Gold over Adam Holm. Who'd have thought? I went 1 for 2, 1 for 3, so you beat me. Crazy upset that Adam Holm loses to Joseph Gold. I call it an upset. Joseph probably disagrees. I mean, Adam's like back-to-back championship finals, 1st and 2nd place. Impressive stuff coming through from Joseph Gold.
Next up on that spot on main stage will be Federico Reed and Andrew Moskowitz going head-to-head to see who goes in the reload bracket. tomorrow morning. Meanwhile, we got to see who's going to be matched up on those other game sites. Pat Heelan, Adam Caswell will also need to take their place on the main stage. Jamie Rundle, though, if he just comes away with the same amount of turkeys, he will find himself moving on and not into the reload bracket for tomorrow morning. He will find himself right where he needs to be for another championship Saturday run.
Yeah, Jamie's gonna run away with this one. I think he nailed it. I'm excited for that upcoming matchup. Fed Reed versus Andrew Moskowitz. Pat Heelan versus Adam Caswell. Again, only rookie remaining in this tournament. Really exciting matchup coming. As Jamie Rundle is gonna secure this one. Congratulations to Jamie. He'll make it, he'll advance. Meanwhile, let's jump over to game 2. Federico Reed versus Andrew Moskowitz.
Federico Reed and Andrew Moskowitz getting ready to jump off on their first site here. 14,000 to 7,000, by the way, the final score from Jamie and RJ. So doubling up the score line was Jamie Rundle. 3 already for Federico, now 4. Andrew not able to find anybody. If Federico finds 5, Federico looking to find 6, doesn't get it all 6. He does get 5 out of them and goes up 3,000 points after the first sight, but that is not too overwhelming with 5 sites to play. 1 dough out could mean the difference.
Yeah, it's a tough welcome back to Big Buck matchup for Andrew Moskowitz. You're going up against Federico Reed, who hasn't taken a break. Didn't even take a break the year he had his hand in a splint. His arm was in a splint and he had to play injured. That's how passionate he's about the scene. Federico is insane. Can this be the year that Federico finally gets a championship?
$3 already,
wow.
4 now 5 to 1 once again. Federico Reed raising his hand, feeling it right now. He is feeling good and great about his chances as he's up 6,000. And there's Mama Reed on screen cheering him on. She is at every competition. That woman loves to support her baby, and I can't feel bad about it at all.
1-0 right now. 2-0, make a lead for Federico Reed. 3-1 over Moskowitz, and Fed's just going to continue to rock and roll, absolutely dominating. I think this one is looking like it's a landslide. Let's switch on over to game 4 if we can. We got a good matchup there in game number 4. Starting up,
there's one.
Rachel White versus Jordan Classic.
And Jordan has been the buzzsaw of this tournament and of all the regionals, but now it's 2-2 knotted up right now. 3-2, Jordan takes the lead. Now 4-2, Jordan will find a lead in that situation. Pat Heelan up big in his matchup. Federico Reed up big in his matchup, and it looks like Jordan Klassen will try to do the same exact thing in his matchup.
And look, I gotta say, shout out to Rachel White. Coming from Traverse City, Michigan, her best world championship finish is 92nd place. So to make it to round 4, she's already guaranteed top 48, something like that. Top
She's already doubled her best placement.
Yeah, doubled her best placement. I mean, a really, really impressive showing from her, but you're up against Jordan Klassen, the best player in the world right now. This is a tough one.
Here we go, 12,000 point lead there for Federico Reed. And again, Jordan Klassen down there at the bottom of the screen, making it 3,000 after 2 sites, 3 sites to play. He is doing everything he can to make sure he does not go down because he is on absolute fire. My man is as hot as the sun. He is a solar flare. If this was Dragon Ball Z, he'd be blinding people.
He's looking great.
You didn't get that reference at all.
That's all I got. Sorry, my mind was somewhere else.
It's all right, baby. It's all right. It's all right. Don't worry about it. I ain't mad at you.
I think I may have gotten it if I was not a space cadet right there, which I was. It's late and a long day, but Jordan Klassen right now with a 3-1 lead, making a 3-2 lead. Look, Rachel's keeping up. I mean, this is impressive. Going up against Jordan and is managing to get $2-3 per site. Not too bad.
And Pat Heelan now up 8,000. We see the other bonus round wrapping up. So 2 games already basically finished here in this final part of the round 4. Rachel trying to do everything she can to stay into this with 2 sites to go. She's gonna need Jordan to dough out. Something that I don't think we've seen yet in this tournament.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a tall task here. Jordan's maintaining 2-1 lead right now, making a 3-1 lead from Jordan Klassen, who is living up to all the expectations he had coming into this tournament. As again, the best player. He won the regional tournament in Canada, the regional tournament in Minneapolis, a 3rd regional tournament, and is looking to win and go perfect on the year.
Going perfect on the year with a Big Buck World Championship to cap it off would be quite the dream sequence for any Big Buck player. But for Jordan Klassen, it's not a dream. He's trying to make that thing a reality. Finding 1, now knotted up, looking 1-1 on the map, and there's the dough out from Rachel. So now Jordan can take his time. All he's got to do is pick up however many points he wants to, try to put this one in the bag, put it away. Meanwhile, Fed's gonna win. We're gonna see Fed go up 10,000 points after the bonus round and win in this situation and move on to round number 5. Meanwhile, in that other game, game number 3, we've already got a definitive winner in that one as well. But you see Drew Baldock and Andy Miko on that next round in round 4. That is a big-time matchup for both of them.
Gang Evans on the Fritz.
Yeah, I'm excited for that matchup. Don't want to get ahead of myself by any means. But Drew Baldock, Andy Miko. Andy took out Drew's longtime partner in crime up in the north, Lauren Hope, and then plays Drew Baldock. Can you imagine if he's the slayer of the kings and queen of the north, Andy Miko?
Sometimes you got to go to the Great White North and send everybody back home crying because you've got to be the king of the weekend. Can he be the king of the weekend? A Good Friday showing will do that for him. It will set him up in that situation.
And, you know, to keep the Game of Thrones reference going, he kind of looks like a Lancaster who, you know...
A Lannister. A Lannister. God almighty!
He kind of looks like a Lannister who, at some period in time, did have their way with the Rob Snow, not Rob Snow.
The
Rob
Starks. The Starks!
With Rob Stark and the Starks. So if anyone can slay the King of the North, it's Andy Miko. I think I nailed that.
I'm going to go cry later because of what you just did to my favorite show in history.
It's a great show.
God almighty.
I love that show. One of my top 3 favorite shows. I don't know last names.
Comes away with a win. Jordan Klassen comes away with a win. Meanwhile, Drew and Andy Miko has already started, so let's go directly into game 2. Get on board with this because Andy doed out in sight 1 already, giving Drew a big opportunity to take a commanding lead.
Wow. And Drew Baldock starts strong and says, do you know who I am? I ain't no Rob Stark. I'm not getting slayed at a wedding. I'm Jon Snow, baby. And he's showing it. 3.3K to 568. Drew Baldock starts strong.
Jon Snow's not technically a Stark. He's technically a Targaryen.
God dang it, Colin. Stop it. Stop outsmarting me with Game of Thrones lore.
You can't bring that into this and not have me go absolutely
He's a Stark at heart.
Sure, why not? 3 up already for Drew Baldock. Now he's got 4. Critter and Bach. And that is going to be Drew. 6-0 sweep. Andy Miko doed out 2 rounds in a row. As good as Andy Miko has played all day, I cannot understand what I am seeing in front of my face.
Yeah, he's getting rinsed. Andy's getting rinsed. Listen, I love Andy. Like I said, great guy.
He's getting wrung. He's getting wrung out right now.
Right.
He's getting wrung out.
Yeah, like an old sponge, you know.
Good Lord.
All right, Miko, what you got, brother?
It's because he's got that hat hair right now. Did you see the line?
Clearly,
in the
it's
back
the
of
hat
his
hair.
head?
I think the hat hair is at fault. Yeah, it has nothing to do with the fact that he's doed out twice in a row.
Here we go now. 2 in favor of Andy Miko. Drew answers back. All Drew has to do is take his time. I think if you're Drew Baldock, with the point differential that you already have in your favor, simply just get a buck here and a buck there. You're going to stay up 8,000 points, and it's going to be impossible to catch you. Let's jump over to game 4. Abby Rutko and Chris Lennon just started 1,009.51. That's a much better matchup starting after that first sight.
Yeah, that's right. I think the Baldock game's going to be done and dusted. Miko will go down to the reload round. We'll have a chance to bounce back tomorrow and claw his way, hopefully back to another championship where he went in 2022 in his second year, sophomore year, to go to a championship is pretty darn impressive. Switching on over here to game number 4. Abby Rutko, one of our last female players in the competition. Let's see what she can do.
Let's see what they can do here as Chris Lennon and Abby Rutko start off on this second sight. That's going to be 1-1. Knotted up, looking for a secondary buck. That's going to be Chris getting it. First 2-1. Now a couple of critters in his favor. Now 3-2. Abby knots it up though. 3-3. Couple of critters in favor of Chris Lennon. But it will be Abby Rutko with the down and distance, getting her the point advantage.
Yeah, it's impressive stuff. Great matchup here. I think it's going to be the last match that we're going to see for the day. So this is exactly what you want to see. To close out Friday night, a neck-and-neck matchup between Abby Rutko and Chris Lennon, who's looking to have his best performance ever. 13th is his best finish of all time. We'll see if he can improve upon that. Cold Spring, Minnesota, plays at Ultimate Sports Bar and Grill.
There we go into the next sight. 3-1 already for Chris Lennon, up over Abby Rutko. Now looking to make it 4-1, but Abby fights back into it, and Abby gets 3 of her own, making this thing stay in her favor, and now extending that lead by about 998 points.
Yeah, well played right there from Abby to give herself a nice little cushion. 1,000-point cushion going in to site number 4. Might be, if they go to site 4, it's going to be a bow site. Yes, it is. No, they said, never mind. I'm just going to mess with the commentator.
The caster's curse right now, man, is incredible.
Clearly.
Here we go into the next site. First one goes over to Abby. First, knotted up now by Chris. Second one trying to go in favor of Abby, but there's going to be a dough out by Chris Lennon. Chris Lennon with a dough out will give Abby a chance to absolutely put this one in a Ziploc bag, tie it up, put it in the freezer for the night.
And
only
look,
2,000 though. She doesn't take full advantage of it.
Ain't over yet. We still have a site number 5, Chris Lennon. What you got? It all comes down to this, our last match of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, what a day it has become. Chris Lennon back against the wall, being knocked down in the reloaded rounds. Got to go huge in this last site 5.
Site 5 getting ready to rack off here, and that's going to be the dangerous trophy site as well. See what happens here. First one goes over to Abby. Second one as well, and a couple of gritters, but Abby does out after picking up 3. So can Chris get the other 3 and the dangerous trophy to crawl back into this and try to tie it up going into the bonus round?
He needs a long-range shot. He gets it! He connects for the long-range dangerous trophy. Is it going to be enough? Okay, it's enough to get himself within a stone's throw of the bonus round. I mean, look, if he can light it up in this bonus round here, he's got this.
All he's got to do is take his time and shoot well, because, by the way, John, Abby's never seen this bonus round. We are still playing a bonus round that nobody has ever played until this very moment.
And this is officially my favorite bonus round, by the way. You got a crazy grandmother running around with an axe trying to chop off turkeys' heads. I love this bonus round.
Your grandma didn't do that?
My grandmother, of course, did that. She was a crazy villager from Greece.
There we go, 2-1 Abby Rutko trying to maintain the lead. All she's got to do is stay knotted up here, try to stay tied with her opponent, and she will come away with a victory. But that is going to be Chris Lennon racking and stacking some turkeys here in this situation.
He's lining it up right now. This is exactly what he needs. Abby has to bring this back, and she does. Good job from Abby. She's going to win that scene. So Chris cleans up after that. He gets the last 6 in a row. Chris Lennon over Abby Rutko.
God.
He does it. The upset in the bonus round to finish. Bro, it's not over yet, Colin.
Not over yet. Abby's fighting back as hard as she can go, but 20 turkeys could be enough.
That's a lot of turkeys, Colin.
That's more than I can eat, I can tell you that much.
Are you sure about that?
Give me a good day. Abby loses in the bonus round to Chris Lennon, 10,163 to 9,258. Abby Rutko will find herself in the reloaded bracket.
What a finish to day 1, and I hope that is a little bit of a preview for what's to come tomorrow. I mean, gosh, today was amazing. An unbelievable first start to the day.
A lot of exciting matchups. I think this might be the most exciting matchups we've had on a Friday every year that I've been able to be here. So this is an incredible testament to the amount of time that these players have put in and how talented they are this year.
Yeah, incredibly impressive stuff coming through from every single player so far. And of course, that leads us to our final, I think, 8 that we're going to have in the winner's bracket. Speaking of the bracket, guess what? It's time to close out the show. Let's go ahead and throw it over to our very own correspondent, it's Omar Jimenez, to walk through the bracket.
What's up, guys? So, we showed the bracket at the beginning of the day. It looked so clean, so nice. Everybody was talking about a family atmosphere. And look at all that happened here. First of all, we saw how these matches ended. You got Federico Reed, Patrick Heelan, Drew Baldock, Jordan Klassen, all of these great folks. And we just saw how that Abby Rutko match ended. Chris Lennon staying on top there. But these are the folks that are still in this winner's bracket. Let's come down here to this side. Look how many people are going to have opportunities to try to make up for what happened today. And that's one of the big things. You guys know this about today. Yes, everybody wants to come and compete and try to win as much as they can on this night 1, but just because you don't doesn't mean you're out. You get another opportunity, and now we get into the mental aspect of this, because these names, they've faced some of those in the winner's bracket right now. These names are going to go to bed tonight thinking to themselves, how do I make my way back into a spot where I can make some real good money here. You guys know this, the stakes go up in this day 2. Some people are going to get drunk a little bit tonight. Fine, enjoy yourself. But tomorrow, I have a feeling some of the drinks go down as people lock in to try to actually land in a higher spot. Back to you guys, and great to see you guys. Great night 1.
one hell of a night one. Great to see you as well, Omar. Glad he barely made it, came in through, him if his flight was delayed. I'm glad he's here right now. Shout to Omar, breaking it down perfectly, setting us up perfectly for tomorrow, Colin.
Yeah, I mean, but you know he had to be here because when you're GQ's Man of the Year in 2024, looking as good as only he could look.
Did you make that up?
No, that's a fact. That's a real fact.
GQ's Man of the Year?
Man of the Year.
I think there's an asterisk.
There's the most handsome man on planet Earth walking right over there. His name is Omar Jimenez, the most handsome man anybody has ever seen.
That is a fact. That part is a fact. GQ's Man of the Year 2024. I'm going to have to fact check that one.
Go ahead.
Nonetheless, he's a pretty amazing
You called
human
Jon Snow John Crow or something. It was terrible.
First off, I called him the
Lancasters. The Lancasters.
Sorry I don't know my Game of Thrones references, you nerd.
Not so fast, my friend.
All right, look, it's been one heck of a day. We're spiraling, clearly. No, I'm just kidding. It's been a great day. We've enjoyed the action so far. This is my fifth time hosting the Big Buck Hunter World Championship, his third time. We're loving every single step of this journey that we've been on so far. And guess what? We're just getting started. This is the 25th anniversary of Big Buck Hunter. We're going to have a story for you guys tomorrow about how it all got started from George Peacher. Hopefully we can get him on the desk to tell it himself. It's an amazing story. We're going to have our 18th champion crowned tomorrow. We're going to have our ladies winner crowned tomorrow. A lot of great things to come here live from BuckFest. I see people pouring in still. The party's just getting started here in Nashville, but the stream is going to be wrapping up as we're going to go ahead and join the party. On behalf of myself, I'm Fallout, also known as John. This is Colin the Crow Clark, our entire production team, Aaron, Todd, everyone that put a ton of effort into this broadcast. Thanks for watching, everybody. This is just day one. We got day two tomorrow. See you there bright and early around noon. We'll see you guys tomorrow for some great action. Have a good night, everybody.